for Spider-Man. We finally got that trailer, guys. We are definitely going to be talking about that, as well as Dune. We got the Dune Part 3 trailer as well. Zendaya's in both. She's having a pretty good week. And yeah, it's going to be a great show. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being here. This is Zach Milne Talks Live. Let's get started. We are here. Welcome to episode 111 for Zach Milne Talks Live. I'm joined today by special guest from the Evan edition, Evan Bernstein. What's going on, man?
Hey, Zach, I'm excited to be here. 111. I feel like that's a lucky number.
111. I mean, yeah, for some people it might be. It's never really meant much significance to me. But yeah. I'll tell you what, man. If the Spider-Man brand new day trailer drops on 111, it's a lucky number.
100%.
It's a lucky number indeed.
Any day that this new Spider-Man, the one that we've been waiting for forever, it's a lucky day. You know what I mean?
100%. And how lucked out did we get? Because we planned this collaboration last week before there was ever talk about a possible Spider-Man trailer drop or a Dune Part 3 trailer dropping, which are properties we both love. So it just kind of works out perfectly.
I know. And originally I thought it was going to drop the Spider-Man one behind Hail Mary, which I'm seeing tomorrow night. So I was like, oh, day before with Zach, perfect timing. Thank you, Sony.
Yeah, no, it worked out great for both of us. And so Evan, brand new to the channel. So great to have you here. Tell the people where they can find you and what is your channel all about. What do you do over there?
Yeah. Well, like you said, I'm Evan from the Evan edition, and we really just talk, movies, TV, comics, pop culture, and everything in between, as I say. Oh, here's my wife giving me my salad. Thank you, Erica. And yeah, it's weekly. So we typically film on Sundays, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we just run through the current events from the past week. Last Sunday, Zach from Zach Goldburn channel that has been on here before as well. We did a live stream of the Oscars, which was really fun last Sunday. And this Monday, I actually have a comic book creator from Inpound Comics.
Oh, cool.
Have you heard of Inpound Comics before?
I'm not much of a comic book reader, so I wouldn't put too much on me for that, but it sounds awesome.
In our space, he's like always the one where it's like at a convention, he's like, can you name like 10 people, with ice powers? Or he's like this versus that, like what is better? Like this, Spider-Man can Spider-Man beat this? And like he does a lot of like short videos like that. So you might have seen him in the space, but yeah, really cool. So we have a bunch of stuff like that. It's
awesome.
Really fun. Oh, I just heard myself.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. It sounded good on my end. You're getting a little bit of echo?
No. I hit my headphone and I think it started playing like something from my other stream.
Oh. Nice. I'm actually, speaking of comic books, I actually did pick up a comic for like the first time, not ever, but in like a number of years, because I'm getting ready.
Okay, very nice. So you were never a comic book person. What got you into was it the movies, that like, what was that one thing that got you into the geeky?
Yeah, no, 100%. It's always been movies for me. And I like this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy growing up was like my gateway, I would say, because I didn't watch X-Men. I didn't watch many other, I just watched Spider-Man. Okay. And because I just loved the character, I loved watching the cartoons. I loved everything about. So the live action movies, of course, were a big intrigue for me. It wasn't until Iron Man that I like got sucked into the comic book movie world. Iron Man in 2008 changed my life for sure. The MCU changed everything, and so everything, like all my knowledge and stuff, comes from the movies. I don't really know much about the comics.
Did you grow up at all with like the X-Men animated series or like the 90s like Spider-Man animated?
The 90s Spider-Man was my thing. I loved the 90s Spider-Man. I watched that a lot. Yeah, I watched X-Men here and there. I was not a devout watcher to it. it wasn't, I don't know what it was about it. I guess I just like didn't really like, all my friends at that age even loved the 90s Spider-Man with me. So, and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles though, that was my jam. That was
Yeah.
what I loved. Absolutely.
Yeah. Who was your favorite?
Honestly, it was Donatello, but it was Donatello
Really?
specifically from the 2003 series.
Okay.
Because that I watched the 80s version. Like I liked watching the 80s version with Shredder and Krang, but the 2003 series, that was my Ninja Turtles. It was like, it had like a grittier, darker kind of tone to it, and I loved it. And as a kid, it was so intense. And then they did a couple spin-offs, Fast Forward and Back to the Sewer, like all like that whole run that they did there. That was my Turtles era, even though I loved like the 90s movie and the 80s show and all that.
Yeah, I love Ninja Turtles. I was really sad when they canceled the Last Ronin movie that they were going to do. Did you
It's
hear about that
interesting
movie?
because I heard that it was canceled, but now there's been like rumblings coming out that it's not canceled. It's like on the shelf. But you know what?
Yeah.
Paramount's bad in the news right now. But
Yeah.
but honestly, I've had Paramount on my list for a little bit now, because I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but this sticks out to me like a sore thumb. Do you remember, it was back in, I believe, 2022 when Paramount did like this Investors Day, and they announced all this stuff. They said we were going to get like another Star Trek with Chris Pine. They said we were going to get Ninja Turtle villain spinoffs. They were going to do an R-rated Shredder film. Like they announced, and I think that's where they announced The Last Ronin as well.
Yeah.
And none of that stuff came to fruition. And the cast of Star Trek didn't even know that they were going to have another movie. They found out through the event. I think they made up a whole bunch of crap that day just to have something to say, to be in the news, because nothing except for Blue's Clues, the No Way Home version of Blue's Clues, which was already like set to come out. That was the only thing that they announced that actually came out from that Investors Day. So they've been on my list for a while because I was stoked for a possible Shredder movie. I was like, you take Shredder, you put him R-rated in like the samurai times in Japan.
Yeah,
that
feudal Japan. Yeah.
Come on, man. I want that. But
it's a no-brainer. Yeah.
Sure.
No, there's so much you can mine with that IP with Ninja Turtles that I don't think they've done since the 90s, to be honest. I mean, those CGI live action ones with Megan Fox, it didn't really represent what makes the Turtles great. There are some parts here and there, but as a whole, I just feel like you can make it way more epic, and it's due for something better in the theaters. A Last Ronin, I think, in the vein of like Logan or something like that, but like Ninja Turtles, that would have blown people away, and it would have revitalized the series, depending on the script, of course. But I want something, from that IP that we all know, just like the animated one that Seth Rogen did. That was fantastic, I thought. And so there's just so much.
Yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, it was fun. And so I hope they're not done, but we'll see what the Ellisons have in mind, because they're gonna have their hands full with Warner Brothers and a ton of debt.
The biggest thing with the Ninja Turtles, I don't know how we got to this tangent, but we'll get off of it soon. But the biggest thing with the Ninja Turtles for me is they have to understand and get it through their heads that it's not just a kids franchise anymore, because people have grown up with it. People have like there's adults that still love it, and I wish that they could service us too, like how Star Wars started to do that with Andor, right? Like they started to get more mature and grown up. Like I wish we could have Turtles on Nickelodeon, but also give us something who grew up with it, like get a little darker and grittier, like go back to that 2003 series and adapt that for the screen. But yeah, anyways, I love talking about the Turtles. I could talk about them all day.
The people want Dune 3 and
that Spider-Man trailer. Before we start talking about, I think we'll start with Dune 3. We do have to jump into the chat here because we got some people that are joining us. We've got the Laser. What's going on, Laser? He's saying that trailer was fire. I assume he's talking about Spider-Man, but honestly, like both trailers we'll get into. Luke Ponto, what's going on? Luke, thanks for joining us. Says Zach and Evan, hope all is well. Yeah, doing pretty well, man. How you doing, Evan?
Sir.
I caught you mid-drink.
I'm here with you, and I get to talk about the stuff that we love. So I'm in my happy place right now.
Dude, me too. This is like all day at work. I was waiting to get to this moment, you know?
I was telling people at work, I was like, I got a live stream. I get to talk about Spider-Man and Dune. Like, today is a good day. I was gleaming. So I've been waiting for this.
Fantastic. Laser 111 is crazy. I joined in October 2024. It has been an amazing journey. Sir, I appreciate all your support and love that you've given to the channel. You have been a dedicated viewer of the show. You always contribute. I always love hearing your opinions and having conversations with you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Laser goes on to say Dune 3 trailer and Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer came out one day apart and both have Zendaya. 2026 is going to be her year. That is a good point. That is a really good point.
And the drama too. I can't wait to. It's actually Pattinson and Zendaya's year. They're like in 3 movies together this year.
That's right.
Crazy. Yeah.
Which we'll get into it. I didn't remember that Rob Pattinson was in the Dune movie, and I did not see him in that trailer when he showed up. It completely went over my head.
Awesome look for sure.
Insane. Collective Movie Man, what's going on, dude? Thanks for joining us. Says, hey, Zach and Evan, I thought the Dune trailer was way, way better than the Spider-Man trailer. I haven't watched the Spider-Man trailer that much. I've watched the Dune trailer at least 11 times. Wow. That's awesome, man. Let's get into this conversation, actually. Let's talk about Dune. Let's start with Dune. So here's where I stand on Dune, and then we'll get into your kind of history with the franchise as well. So never read the books, didn't really know much about it when it came out. It came out during the whole, day and day release, so it was going to be on HBO Max and in theaters. Even though it was on HBO Max, when I heard it was a part 1, I steered clear of it because I kind of heard from some people that it kind of ended on a cliffhanger type place. And because I wasn't already invested in it, I just decided to wait till Dune Part 2 came out. So what I actually did was the day of Dune Part 2, I watched the David Lynch Dune.
That's wild.
To kind of get an idea of what I was in for. And then I watched Denis Villeneuve's Dune, which David Lynch didn't prepare me for anything I was in for. And I basically springboarded from part 1 into part 2. As soon as that one ended, I went and drove up to my showing of part 2. Yeah. I didn't care much for part 1 when I watched it. It was a little bit slow for me. I didn't latch on to the characters. I thought like the craft and the world was amazing, but it didn't fully resonate with me. Part 2 is a masterpiece. Like when I saw part 2 in the theater, especially, and I do think the theater experience helped a lot because those images are some of the most gorgeous scenes I've ever seen on the big screen. When Paul Atreides rides the sandworm for the first time, my jaw was in my lap the entire sequence. So Dune Part 2 and my theatrical experience is what made me fall in love with the Dune films. It even heightened my look back on Dune Part 1 after watching Dune Part 2. But my hesitation came back a little bit with Dune Part 3. It's still one of my most highly anticipated movies of the year. It's in my highly most anticipated list that I have on the channel. But I kept hearing from people, it's not like Dune Messiah that this is based on. Yeah. It's not as good. It gets weird. It's not as good. I don't know if Denis can do it. I want to tell all those people to shut their mouths right now. I don't care. I don't care if Dune Messiah was written by George Lucas during the prequel era. I don't care if it's the worst thing we've ever read in our lives. This movie is going to get nominated, if not win, Best Picture. I know that's a little bit
100%. No,
I know that's 100%. A little bit premature.
Wait, win or get nominated?
I said get nominated, if not win. Because right now, my big, way too early predictions for next year's Oscars, we're going to be talking about The Odyssey and Dune Part 3 for Best Picture, and Denis Villeneuve and Christopher Nolan for Best Director. Okay. That's where I see it.
I could see Project Hail Mary in that mix as well, depending on how the rest of the year goes.
I could see it in the mix, but
it might get squeaked out. It might get squeaked out because these might be so epic.
It's hard to, because I've heard really great stuff about Project Hail Mary, but I stopped putting stake in like Rotten Tomato critics a long time ago. Because they just hyped up way too many things that I found to be kind of lackluster. So first reactions are fun, but I don't take them too seriously. But the visuals, the style, the look, like the vibe. I have some images here. The vibe that I got from this trailer, from Dune Part 3, the way that Denis Villeneuve is leaning into that darker tone, leading into that intensity. Like, we got some action sequences in here that I don't think has been featured in any of the Dune movies up until this point. There are sequences in here that had my jaw on the floor. Like, this is something that Return of the King would be proud of. Like, there 100%. Are just so many epic moments, so many epic scenes alone in this 2-minute trailer that I honestly think, I was watching this trailer. And again, I don't have much knowledge about Dune. I've never read the books. Everything just comes from Dune Part 1, Dune Part 2, and David Lynch, to be fair. I was blown away by what I was watching. I don't even think I fully comprehended what I was watching when I was watching it. I totally missed Robert Pattinson. He was unrecognizable to me in this trailer. I totally missed him. Zendaya looked amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Timothee Chalamet looks like he has to go to a ballet in this picture, but he looks awesome. He looks great. The opera, the anger. Oh, dude, the chanting when the chanting started in the background, and it's him.
It gave me chills. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you speak now, because I've spoken enough about my thoughts on this trailer. All I'll say is that it's epic, it's amazing, and my premature prediction is it's gonna be nominated, if not win, Best Picture next year. What do you think of this trailer, man? What's your history with Dune?
Yeah, I mean, mine is pretty similar to yours, I would say. I mean, I grew up watching the original David Lynch's Dune. I thought it was weird as hell in all the right ways. There's a lot of history and the studio and the infighting with David Lynch, trying to see his vision come true. Jodorowsky's Dune is a great documentary. This I think he's Mexican or Spanish. It's been a while since I've seen the doc, but he was going to adapt Dune for a long time. He was able to secure the rights. Jodorowsky has insanely visual, stylistic films that are absolutely incredible. Alejandro Jodorowsky, he's incredible. And there's a documentary about, like, he had this Bible basically of all this artwork. The same person that did the artwork for, like, Alien, Mobius, I think is his name. Alien. Yeah. So he designed all this, right? Before Star Wars came, like, and so it was going to be Star Wars before Star Wars. It didn't come to fruition. David Lynch got the rights, and he saw his baby go to someone else and have a completely different vision. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend Jodorowsky's Dune. It's a great documentary.
Okay.
And so that was kind of my way in, was like the David Lynch, the Jodorowsky history. And then we get to our boy Denis. And for the longest time, I mean, I love Denis when it comes to Prisoners, Enemy, which is fantastic with Jake Gyllenhaal. Incendiaries, like, this man was just like coming up, and you could feel like he's coming up with something big, right? Gets the Dune property, and it's like, all right, here we go. Looks amazing. I felt the same way you did, though, where it left me a little dissatisfied, a little like wanting more.
Yeah.
And I understand it's so big to adapt that you need a pause at some point to start part 2. And so it's good that you want more, but I did have the same kind of feeling. It didn't blow me away like everyone was saying it was going to. I was, and of course that has to do with the pandemic and putting out artist stuff onto streaming, which Christopher Nolan was pissed, and I can definitely understand. But when it came to part 2, it was the same sentiments that you had. It was an absolute masterpiece. Every part of it is so engaging. It is the quintessential theater cinematic experience
100%
that you hope and pray for. And I think even me and Zach Goldburn, we've talked about that experience of Dune 2 in theaters.
That's one of his favorite movies of all time.
It's unmatched. It's Endgame. It's Infinity War. You know, it's such a big event where, unlike the end of one, you are satiated beyond belief by the end of the film that you want to like stay in the theater and hope that they restart it again. Like, that's how good it is. And when I saw this trailer, I was like, yeah, we are in for the best sci-fi trilogy of all time. Of all time. And it's interesting because when you go to other sci-fi trilogies like Star Wars, it kind of goes down a little bit in the third. You know what I mean?
Return of the Jedi doesn't hold up for me as well as when I was a kid. I love the third act. I love Darth Vader, Luke stuff, but when we get to the Ewoks, it doesn't hold up for me as well.
And they're like cooking like CP3O. It's like, what the heck?
I enjoy it, but it's not Empire. I'll say that.
It's a little kiddish. It's a little kiddish, and it's a little interesting to end on that note. And just like with Dark Knight, you know, I mean, Batman Begins, great. Dark Knight, fantastic. Dark Knight Rises, a bit below that. Understandably, Heath passing away, probably couldn't do everything you wanted to do. But this is like a peak all the way, is how it seems. They have to stick the landing. Yeah. But I got the same feeling that you did, that we are in for a conclusion unlike anything that we've seen in this kind of trilogy, a la what you were saying, Return of the King, which I feel was no, I felt what was it, Twin Towers, the
Two Towers.
Second one, Two Towers. I thought like it was like a bridge, you know, like I love Fellowship. Two Towers is okay because
I'm the same way.
Yeah. And then Return of the King is like God tier, 11 Oscars, won it all, genre in the Oscars, unheard of, broke down a lot of doors to other genre movies getting that kind of recognition. So I'm really excited.
Do you think, and I will speak very briefly on this because I do think this is going to be a short conversation. Do you think anyone's going to be turned off from seeing this because of Timothee Chalamet and everything going on with him? I mean, they've really they ragged him at the Oscars. they definitely, the tides have turned on his reputation a little bit, and it's ironic that as soon as the Oscars are over and this whole debacle with ballet and opera and all that stuff that he said, that honestly wasn't that bad. People just needed something to be angry about, I guess.
They need a villain. Yeah,
they need a villain, and they got one in Paul Atreides, played by Timothee Chalamet.
Yeah.
Do you think this could be a redeeming performance in the public's eye with him, or do you think his character going dark and going evil is actually going to hurt Timothee Chalamet more if you hate him on the screen as well? Because that's something that I thought was kind of interesting, because he's almost at a point publicly where he can play into this persona, but people might take it too literally because
that's a good
people are weird.
Yeah, that is a good point. Like, it's the same thing where it's like, you know, The Rock and Vin Diesel have it in their contract where they can't lose, right?
Yeah.
They have to be the hero because of the perception, right? And so I feel like, one, the ballet opera stuff, like, come on, man. Like, he's a kid.
He's 30.
But you know what I mean? Growing up in Hollywood, when you're 30 and everything is, you know, given to you, the Marty Supreme jacket, you know, like all the stuff, you're coddled a lot. You know, he's been popular for a long time. All he hasn't done is, you know, superhero, because Tom Holland beat him, you know, with the Spider-Man, you know, so he hasn't, but I didn't feel like it was such a big deal. It gained so much momentum. But I was just talking to my uncle today, you know, getting some variation, not just our age. And he was like, he said a stupid thing. Like, I didn't, and my uncle is like, you know, loves movies, loves this kind of stuff, you know, older Star Trek guy, you know, all that kind of stuff. Took me to see First Contact in theaters, taught me how to do Live Long and Prosper. So
awesome.
Even elder people, some believe, like, was it that bad? So I really think this is the best opportunity. I mean, you timed it perfectly. He lost the Oscar. You drop the mic with this trailer right after. And it's just God tier trailer, him doing the chant, Allah Sabi, like exactly what he wants to do to everyone at the Oscars, chant and be upset. Yeah. And so I think it's just a great opportunity to disappear from the spotlight. And then come October, when you're promoting the film, you come back, you're the villain. You're Anakin Skywalker killing the little kids, like this is the role that you're going to culminate in, and you will be known from, if this is one of the greatest sci-fi trilogies of all time, you will be known as the head of that. Yep. And look at how people have treated Christian, Anakin, like since those trilogies were crapped on, and they didn't like him killing those kids, at the temple. But he is revered when he goes to Star Wars Celebration. They're like, he's back, baby. And he didn't get that at the time. But over time, people just fell in love with him and with those.
Well, the ones that grew up with him, they got to the point where they were able to go to those conventions.
Exactly. Yeah. So I just think like this, he's so lucky he has this franchise, because he will always be able to fall back on Dune, and it is a prestige Oscar-winning sci-fi trilogy that he has led. So it's like, you lucked out, man. They don't like you for that, but come December, they will be singing your praises, because I guarantee his performance is going to be epic. And we saw a lot of it at the end of Dune 2. I mean, his speech, like, I am like Lisan al-Gaib, like the chosen one, you will listen to, and then to the woman, like, silence, just taking command. His speech in that auditorium, I was like, yeah, he's one of them ones. He can act. That like convinced me
100%.
Like, okay, he's on another level. I like him now. It was
and
like,
then right after that, he went and did Wonka, which is like
I love that move.
The opposite you could get from Paul Atreides in that moment.
And that's the thing I'm worried about, though, because Wonka, it might be wrong, but I know it made like over 400 million.
I think it did 6.
I think it did 6. I might be being too nice. So I'm like, that's where I'm scared that he might not have the pool anymore from this controversy. That's more what I'm curious about, is after Dune, does he have that gravitas of the box office? Does he have that pool? Because we've seen it go away like that with huge stars. If you look at The Rock, the one he did with the other Softy brother, it made like nothing. And it's his best performance of his career. So I'm so curious to see like those effects after Dune.
Yeah, I can see that. I do think the controversy is small enough and will be forgotten. Like by the time Dune 3 comes out and we're sitting there in the theater, we're not going to be thinking about ballet or opera comments. I think Timothee Chalamet is going to be just fine. But and I do think that it's good that this trailer came out when it did, because I do think you're going to start to hear the conversation change around him already, because he looks great. Yeah. He looks great in this trailer. There's no denying his talent.
The posters as well, the
character posters,
and his eyes look like messed up, and he looks demented, and it looks haunting, and they look incredible. You showed the one with Zendaya with the scars. It's just the designs that they do for these characters in the evolution through 3 films. It's so satisfying. Like Denis, you could tell he loves Dune. And when somebody loves Dune, like, and we'll get to this, I'm not getting ahead of ourselves, like John Watts with those first 3 Spider-Men, you can tell when they care about these characters, it shows in the movies so much, and it makes all the difference. So I love that about these creators.
100%. Well, guys, give us your comments down below about Dune Part 3. There's so much more to discuss. I'm sure you have a lot to say. We'd love to hear from you. But you said his name. So let's move on to the main attraction here. Let's talk about what everyone's talking about today, which There are so many people talking about Spider-Man right now, so many live streams going on right now, so many videos being made, and you guys are deciding to choose to hang out with us and talk about it. So I thank you all who have joined us so much. Whether you're here for the long run or whether you're here as a pooper trooper, we respect all of you and we appreciate all of you. Pooper Troopers are a running thing we have on the channel where those who just stop in for a second as they're on the toilet and then they bounce. That's why you see the
I'll
view
take
count
it.
fluctuate so much.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's my
Pooper
theory.
Troopers. I love it.
The Pooper Troopers. But for everybody who's in here tonight, let's talk about the main event, dude. Because it's no question. I think one of the highly most anticipated movies, even more than Dune, you could argue, at least for me personally, is Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is, of course, the next Marvel movie that we're getting. John Watts, who did the excellent Homecoming trilogy, has moved on. We've got Daniel Destin Cretton, or is that his name? Yeah, Daniel Destin Cretton coming in here in the director's chair.
Destin Daniel.
Is it Destin Daniel Cretton? I always get those two mixed up. I always get Daniel and Destin mixed up.
Everyone does, yeah.
I think I said it both ways in my trailer reaction, but it was 4 a.m, so cut me some slack. It was a brand new day and it was an early one for me. But
I'm so glad that you woke up. I know you were texting me like, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, do it, please.
My wife was like, you can do that, but you can't wake up to go to the gym. And I was like, I just have to sit and watch a video. This is different.
It's the gym of your mind.
It's the gym of my mind. It's a valid point though. But yeah, I mean, let's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is back and he is looking fantastic. All right, so obviously we're going to get into this trailer as it is, but just kind of our where we're coming from with this. I love the Homecoming trilogy. I really love what Marvel did with Spider-Man when they brought him into the MCU. I think especially with how quick the turnaround was from going to Andrew Garfield to going to Tom Holland, going into the MCU, you needed to do something different. You needed to do something fresh. And at the time, I think it was the right decision and the right direction to go with Spider-Man. I love what John Watts did. Homecoming, Far From Home. I really love the second half of that film. The first half kind of lowers each time I go back and watch it. It kind of plays like a Disney Channel original movie at times to me. But No Way Home, of course, was one of the most magical experiences I've ever had. All my Spider-Man, my childhood Spider-Man and Toby, my middle school Spider-Man and Andrew, and my high school Spider-Man into adult Spider-Man with Tom sharing the screen. It was a celebration of 20 years of Spider-Man, and it was a culmination of my entire fandom of Spider-Man on the screen. It's one of the most magical moments I've ever had. But even with how much I love and appreciate, I'm so thankful that Homecoming trilogy exists, there were things in it that bothered me. I didn't like the over-reliance on tech for Spider-Man. I didn't like the Iron Man Jr. aspect of it all. The Spider-Man always needing a mentor and kind of feeling like he's under an Avenger. You always kind of wanted him to break free of that. Well, with this Brand New Day trailer, it looks like that's what we are actually going to get. This looks like it is going to be, for the first time, I would say, since The Amazing Spider-Man 2, a true, proper, all about Spider-Man movie. When this trailer started, and we see him on the FaceTime, or not FaceTime, watching the video of Ned and MJ at MIT while he is, stuck being alone, being Spider-Man, being on his own. They just got the whole trailer from that point on, just had the aura of Spider-Man throughout it entirely. But I'll tell you what image I kept going back to and kept looking at every time I went back to this trailer. And that's this image right here. A battered, lonely Peter Parker with his Spider-Man costume in the laundry machine. Destin Daniel Cretton gets it. He gets it. I have not felt this like they've captured what I love about the character since Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 so much. What I love about Spider-Man 2 so much is I always think that the first Spider-Man movie is the origin story. It's the how Peter Parker became Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 is the why Peter Parker is Spider-Man. It shows why he has that great responsibility, why he takes it all on, even when his life as Peter Parker gets beaten down and buried by Spider-Man. It's that great responsibility that keeps him going. It's what he needs to do. That's what I love about the character. It's so honorable and noble. And that's what I got throughout this entire trailer, along with epic Spider-Man shots that felt like web slinging through the city like we've never seen since the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The montage sequences, I love the way the suit is looking. They haven't really CGI glossed it too much. It looks like they're letting it be practical. They're letting him just wear it out in the open. It looks phenomenal. And we've got freaking ninjas. The hand. They're bringing in the hand. This shot, I got to bring it up. I know I have it saved because I love this shot so much. Even though it's kind of like the MCU shot that they do, they do this shot a lot. But I love this shot, the side profile of the hero going towards all the villains. We've seen that in Thor Ragnarok. We've seen that with even No Way Home. They did that with all the three Spider-Man and the villains. They do that shot so often in the MCU, but never with ninjas. They've never done it with ninjas in Spider-Man. And I loved it. I loved it. I watched the trailer twice when I did the reaction because it just played again and I said, why not? And I also watched it like 5 times more throughout the morning, 5 times more throughout the workday. I watched tons of trailer reactions just to share that joy again with people. But I get to share it now with you live, man. We're going to talk more about this trailer. Those are just my overly bloated initial thoughts. But what about you, man? What did you think of the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer? Did it live up to the hype?
100%. No, man, I've been waiting for this bad boy for a long time. I mean, on my show for the past few months, it's like we have a synopsis, but no trailer. We have a trailer breakdown of what it's going to be in it, but no trailer. It's like, oh my God, I want the Spider-Man trailer. We're so close, giving us 4 doomsday little things. Like, what is going on? So I have been waiting for this for so long, and it did not fail to impress. It was absolutely incredible. And it's special. You know what I mean? Like, Andrew only had 2 films. Toby only had 3. The 4th one was canceled. So it's like, this is the first Spider-Man that has 4 films.
It's the first Spider-Man 4, finally.
That is finally. We've been wanting a Spider-Man 4 for so long.
20 years. Almost 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. And so there's a few things. I've seen a lot of crap talking on John Watts, right? And that, you know, there was no aura with his Spider-Man and his movies. And I've just seen all this stuff. And it's just, people need to understand, like, in order for us to get to this Spider-Man, he had to go through those 3 films, through messing up all the time, as Spider-Man does, to looking for a father figure because he lost his, and trying to look into it with Tony and with Doctor Strange and with Mysterio, you know, and trying to find that mentor that he knows is out there, but he never can get it, and losing his friends and starting from zero. All that had to happen to get this Spider-Man that we've been waiting for in Brand New Day. And so say what you will about John Watts, but the way that he developed the Homecoming trilogy, I think it was absolutely incredible. And I do not think we would be able to get here without that journey that he went on. And for me, like, I like Far From Home. I mean, it wasn't the best Spider-Man film by any means, but I think it's important to take Spider-Man out of New York. You know, we never got to see that, and to see
it was new, it was fresh, it was different.
It was new, it was fresh. And like you said, you know, when it had that turn and Mysterio's like, that wasn't so bad. You know, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, we got some Mysterio-isms. Like, here we go. So I like how they were able to adapt it, but we are so lucky that we live in a time where Sony put away their ego and was like, let's work with the MCU. Let's incorporate Spider-Man into this bigger universe. And it was such a magical thing. And it almost fell apart. You know, after after those first few movies, there was talk that there was going to be no more Spider-Man. Tom Holland was like, I don't know what's happening. He had to, like, connect Sony with Feige.
He drunk called Bob Iger.
Drunk called Bob Iger. So it's just like, we're so lucky to even get to this point that I'm
Mm-hmm.
just so happy to see Tom Holland as Spider-Man. It's one of the best representations because you can tell he loves playing
Yes.
Spider-Man. Just like Andrew in a lot of ways. I don't know if you ever seen it, but Andrew has that moment at Comic-Con where he takes off
Oh,
the
I love
mask
that
and
video.
it's
I
Andrew.
love that video. Yeah.
It makes me cry, and it's just it's why those are my two favorites in my opinion. Toby is just, it's so nostalgic that it's like embedded in us, so I love him, but it's not the best representation of Spider-Man. It's just, it's our first in those movies, especially Spider-Man 2 is so iconic that it's like it feels like home, no pun intended, when you see Toby, when they're like, are you gonna dress like
My
a
thing
youth pastor? I love that part in No Way Home.
my thing with like all the Spider-Mans that you just made me think of this. Sorry to cut you off, but I think
No.
Toby was benefited by the movies he was in. Like I
Okay.
think his Spider-Man was benefited by the movies he was in. I think
100%.
Andrew Garfield's was disserviced by the movies he was in. And
Yep.
I think Tom Holland got the perfect blend. I think he's a great Spider-Man and he has great
Yeah.
movies. Andrew was a
Big
great
people.
Spider-Man with
Yeah.
weak movies. And Toby was an okay Spider-Man, realistically, with great movies.
Two great ones. Yeah.
Two great movies.
We don't talk about.
One of his movies is still considered is my favorite Spider-Man film of all time, and is still considered one of the greatest greatest superhero movies of all time. That's a great meme, though. You can't say he doesn't have great memes.
No,
great movies and great memes.
It goes to what you're saying though, because if they didn't put their hands into Spider-Man 3 and force Venom in it and not really let Raimi let it breathe, Vulture, the next one, he could have one of the best superhero trilogies. But Tom and the partnership with Disney and Sony, like you were saying, allowed him to have the support, to have these consistent, high quality, might not be the best for, Far From Home. A lot of people, that's their mid, but they had that synergy to allow him to succeed. So I see what you're saying, which the others didn't do. Amazing Spider-Man 2 didn't do well. They're like, let's cancel the whole thing. It's like, what? Give him one more chance. And then when they did in No Way Home, it's like, that's why we love Andrew, because he is amazing. No pun intended again, at Spider-Man. So I just love that Tom's was just like the right place, the right time, and it worked out so well. And now we are here where it's like, no more Mr. Stark, Mr. Strange. It's just him on his own, literally telling Frank to go home. I have it taken care of. I'm an adult. Perfect timing. I love, how they can handle swearing. Webs his mouth up. Perfect. Love it. So I just love that, like, we got to this part and it looks like Destin just got it perfectly. And he brought those Shang-Chi fight scenes that were underrated, in my opinion, and putting it into a Spider-Man context with the hand where Daredevil has to be in there somehow. It's just so exciting. And I'm so happy for Tom. And I really hope this is the start of the brand new trilogy, the adult Spider-Man trilogy, because I want to see him to age with Spider-Man from 16 or 15 when we started.
Yeah.
He's about 22, 23 now. And then we get to see him maybe to 30 and he has a kid. I don't know, but that would be amazing. And we haven't had that trajectory because, like you said, they've always been cut off from the studio. So I hope that we get it, because this looks like a great start to a more adult Spider-Man trilogy.
Adult is the perfect word for it, I think. Even Tom Holland in this, like, he looks like an older Peter. He looks
his
like
nipples look weird.
His well, I do want to talk about this, though. I do want to talk about this because, of course, there is in the comics, which we were talking about the Spidey's 90s cartoon earlier, which is ironic because I was going to bring that up in this. Man Spider is one of the things that they do in that. And we got a little bit of a metamorphosis in here where he's in the cocoon, he busts out, and then we see him. He's gonna have organic webs. I mean, they could have edited it in a way where he just grabbed onto something, and they added that thrip sound. Who knows? I think he's gonna have organic webs. I think it makes the most sense. Bruce Banner popping up in this trailer as well. I always love seeing Mark Ruffalo in this character. I love where they have Bruce doing a university class, but he has a line in there that I think really sets up where they're going. I think Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to be a heavy setup for the X-Men era of Marvel, because he has a line in there where he talks about how mutations can be a very dangerous thing.
Oh yeah.
Now, he's just talking to Peter about that, could be talking about his metamorphosis, but I think that goes deeper. I think that goes into how we're going to start to see. I think that's a glimpse at the ideology that some people are going to have once mutants are in the MCU. I think that's how they're going to differentiate from being heroes and mutants, because that's always been the question, right? Is you've got all like, what's the difference between someone who was bitten by a spider who has spider powers and someone who has claws or knives coming out of his knuckles? Like what's the difference, right? And I feel like Bruce Banner's line there, mutations can be a very dangerous thing. I feel like that's the first step we're getting into the mutant era of the MCU, and I was not expecting it to start with Spider-Man, but it looks like that's where they're going. But even some like the spider sense shot that we got in here, which I will say,
from the drip of water, right?
It's from the drip of water, yeah. His senses are going crazy, they're heightened. I will say there are a couple of shots, as much as I love the way the suit looks, this does kind of look fan filmy a little bit to me, if you know what I mean. It kind of looks like how those fan films kind of look on YouTube, but that's like a very, very small like critique, because there's so much in this trailer. Like, we finally get Scorpion. Like, I bet that actor never thought he was coming back after his post-credit scene in 2017. I love that
actor, bro. Better Call Saul.
Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah, no, Better Call Saul. Yeah, the spinoff.
Right.
Of it, yeah. Michael Mando. He was also in Orphan Black as well.
Oh,
have you seen that?
I have not. No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Tatiana Maslany, She-Hulk, stars in it, and it is fantastic sci-fi, BBC, BBC sci-fi. But he can do it all, man. He can do serious, he can do comedy. He's a fantastic actor, and the suit for Scorpion, I was a little nervous that we were gonna get a Rhino situation, but his suit looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope it's not a one and done. I want to see more Scorpion, but I was really surprised we didn't see Tombstone. They're saving the best for last.
Yeah, because we got a bunch of different villains in the montage and stuff,
right?
But
Tarantula, Boomerang. Oh my God, Spider-Man looks so. Go back to that picture. Oh my goodness, this is incredible, man. So you're right. Those web shooters could be CGI. He could be fully organic at that point.
Oh, I think this is early. I think this is going to be earlier in the movie. I think this is going to be it's been 4 years, here's what I've been up to type montage.
Like the Fantastic Four montage.
A little bit. Hopefully not by an interview on a talk show. Not that I'm dissing that scene or anything, but hopefully we get a little bit more.
To the city, so they could say like while they're doing the voiceover, like, you've defeated Boomer, and then it's like, oh my God. From Amazing Spider-Man, the comic, like straight rip from the cover of the comic. That is insanely beautiful. And so the homages to the comics, the homages to the previous Toby and Andrew and what he got from them from No Way Home, right? Like his suit is modeled after them. He just has these influences from his brothers, and so to see those effects, it's just so beautiful to see that like all those movies mattered to get to him here. And now it's like a little bit of that 3D webbing on the suit to see the ripples like Andrew's.
I love this shot of the suit. This is my favorite shot of the suit.
Oh my God. It looks so good, bro. It looks And we had those behind the scenes almost a year ago that looked amazing,
mm-hmm.
and it still looks good. And they didn't, like, you know how with Home they hyper CGI'd the suit.
Yeah, they kind of put a CGI gloss over it. Yeah, I never was a fan.
None of that, and so and it actually makes the CGI better now, because now you're like, oh, that was Tony's like glossy nice suit. He handmade this. This is like, you could see the stitching, you could see the ripples. So it's like even the trajectory with the suit now makes more sense and informs the past movies.
100%.
And the eyes look good. So the eyes are not going to move anymore, right? Like the previous ones.
I don't think so. I didn't see any eye movement in the trailer itself, but again, it was
quick. It was quick.
It was quick. Yeah, not as quick as the little clips from yesterday that they did all over social media. But
what'd you think of that? Did you like that?
I thought it was for the TikTok generation for sure. I don't have. Well, I have TikTok to use for content, but I don't really watch TikTok. It was fine. It didn't bother me, I would say, but I also, like, it didn't get me hyped. Like, I didn't search for it. My brother showed me a lot of clips, but I was more annoyed than anything when I found them. So,
is your brother younger or older?
It's like he's 7 years younger than me, so he's 20.
Oh, yeah, he's in that TikTok generation, right?
Yeah,
so
100%.
And it's good. I mean, Spider-Man is for everyone. You know what I mean? That's the best part about Spider-Man, and it's something that anyone can wear the mask, right? Like, whatever race, ethnicity, gender, anyone, age, anyone can don the mask and be that hero. And that is the best part about Spider-Man. So someone that's 20 or 19 can love it just as much as, you know, my 65-year-old uncle, or, you know, and so it's just like, I love that it brings people together like that. And so for the TikTok stuff, I totally get it. Like, we want the kids to still love Spider-Man because you already have us. We're going, you know, like, you don't need to convince us. You can just show him like coming out of the web cocoon. We're like, we're in. But it's still important, I think, to keep the kids excited. And so I get it. I get it. Yeah.
For balance sake, because we could gush about this trailer all night long. But for balance sake, is there yeah, of course not. Well, they're not done either. I see a bunch of comments and questions coming in about both of these trailers.
For you about the trailer too, when you're ready.
Absolutely. We're gonna get to all of your comments and questions, guys. We're almost just about going to get there, actually. But before we end this segment, I just want to ask, is there anything that you are nervous about, or maybe or weren't too keen on in the trailer when you think about it? Like I nothing about this trailer bothered me. Nothing about it made me like, oh, I don't like that decision. But when you think about it a little bit, like, Zendaya and Ned were featured, or Zendaya and Ned, Jacob Batalon and Zendaya.
That's what I've been calling MJ too. I'm like, she's bigger than MJ. She's Zendaya, you know.
But they were featured quite a lot in this trailer, and I've been someone who, after No Way Home ended, I said
them to get past.
They shouldn't be involved in the movies. They should be gone.
At least until later movies, right? Come back.
Yeah, maybe one or two you do without them, right? And they start the trailer off establishing they're in the movie.
He's still watching them like a hawk, like, my friend.
Yeah, which in some ways is a nice bridge. Going from No Way Home to Brand New Day, it kind of eases you into the new world, into the new era of Spider-Man with Destin Daniel Cretton's direction.
Right.
But I always, like, one of the things I love about the Gwen Stacy arc in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is Spider-Man always gets ramifications from the decisions that he makes. And when he realizes that he can't have Gwen in his life because she's in danger, that's the right choice. But his selfish needs as Peter Parker bring her back in. And because he goes against the choice he made and should have made, she dies because of it. And I kind of get the similar thing at the end of No Way Home, where Peter Parker realized that being with MJ was going to put her in harm's way, and that he made the choice. Peter Parker always has to make a choice, and he makes the choice to not be with her, to let her go. Like, he has that moment in the coffee shop where he can tell her that's his opportunity, and he makes the choice not to. He lets her go in that moment. So I don't want to see them get back together in this film. I don't want to see them. I hope that I hope that their featuring of Ned and MJ is going to be
Just
more of
dating
a,
or
by the
something.
end of the movie he finally lets them go. I hope that by the end of the movie he finally moves on after this movie. I don't want to see them back into the fold. I don't want to see, because I think ending this movie with MJ and Ned officially out of the picture, both literally and figuratively, that ends the homecoming attachment, and then you can just go off and be your own thing with Destin Daniel Craig, and or whoever they bring in to direct next. So that would be my hope. Is even though they're featured a lot, I do. Well, we'll see how this turned out, but so far it's looking like it's turning out pretty good.
Daniel Cretton.
Did I say Daniel again? Oh, whatever.
Well, let's call him Double D. Just call him Double D.
The Shang-Chi guy. Is that better? The Shang-Chi guy.
I love Shang-Chi, so I'm waiting for the sequel.
I like Shang-Chi too.
I agree. You know, I originally thought we were going to do the Ned Zendaya later in the new trilogy. I really thought it would be good to find his Gwen and get back to like MJ and Peter Parker Endgame. You know what I mean? These are besides, you know, Superman and Lois, this is like one of the most iconic superhero couples, you know, of all time. And so, you know, I like, you know, Betty and Hulk, you know, there's these ones that are just like Endgame. They're going to end up together. And so I was of the same sentiment. I really thought we were going to like take a break from them. And this is before they announced like Ned and MJ are coming back. I'm like, oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
So
was it ever official? Was it always just rumors? Was it ever official, or was it just rumors
that they were going to come back into the movie?
Yeah.
It was always rumors, and then they made it official. And so I was like, for a while, I'm like, oh, good. Like, he's going to like live his life a little bit outside of everything. And maybe, you know, Sadie Sink was going to, you know, before all this, like, who's Sadie Sink playing? Maybe she was going to be the new love interest for a little bit. And he was going to live like most people, you don't end up with your high school sweetheart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or you go back to them after you've gone out there and you've had experiences and you've lived and you realize, no, they are my true love. They are the one I want to be with. I've seen what it's like, and it's not as good as MJ. And it's like, it would be a shame that Peter is missing out on that in his journey, that it's like straight back to MJ. So I hope you're right. I hope in the sense, maybe he does let her go. And in the second one, he falls in love with someone and something happens to her. And then he meets up with MJ again. You know, I don't know. I feel the same way as you, that it seems too convenient, you know, when you just lost everything and you're like, I'm living it. Like, they're in the same apartment building. He's like, remember the ending, which was a cute line, like, oh, friendly neighbor. I'm like,
friendly neighbor. Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I hope it's not as convenient. I hope they don't end up together right away in the movie. Yeah. And so what I'm really curious about, though, is Keith David doing the voiceover talking about the 3 stages.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Of a spider, because I'm like, when did Keith David get into the Spider-Man movie? I love Keith David, Spawn, the voice of Spawn, but
yeah,
that was interesting to me. So I like that I know we're trying to say stuff that critique, but I like that there's a little bit of mystery, right? Like, who's this voiceover? I saw someone online was like, it's Dr. Keith David's playing Dr. Connors. I'm like, where did you get that? Like, what? So, I found that interesting. Do you know of anything like of who that voiceover was or what's going on?
No, I don't really. I know that there's supposed to be like, I think he might be playing the head of the damage control apartment.
That's Chamalet.
Or no, that's who that is, right?
Yeah, from
and no, not sure.
Fantastic.
Not sure. I haven't looked into it enough to know.
But it didn't sound like his voice. You know what I mean? It sounded.
I've seen people say the same thing. Yeah, people online have said the same thing you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm like, I love Keith David, but I'm like, where did this come from? Like, we have The Hand, and we have Punisher, and we have maybe Jean Grey, and we have Keith David, and we have whole, it's like, whoa, what is going on? So maybe that is my concern, is like, I don't want it to be too much. I want it to be like a very solid story. And it seems like they might be doing I'm going to have, Frank's look on his face. It might be seeming like they're going to be doing too much all at once. And I don't want it to get too convoluted.
I think that's fair.
It is Jean Grey. Is that confirmed? Like
at this point, I think it'd be disappointing if she wasn't. To be honest, I think the secrecy, the fact they won't tell us, the fact that they're hiding it, the fact that the rumors have been out there for so long.
Like mutants have always existed. Like
again, that line from Banner, mutation could be a dangerous thing, and the rumor is too that like Frank Castle's role is that he's protecting Sadie Sink. So if people are going after her for being a mutant, that kind of plays into the theme that Dr. Banner could be setting up there in the trailer that I might be reading into too much. Who knows?
Right.
But yeah, no, I definitely, my money would be on Jean Grey.
So we do see in the trailer, there's this part where it's like, this woman's being controlled, and then it looks like it goes into these agents that have like the SWAT suits on, and then the camera goes up and it looks like the control then goes up into a different person, and I'm like, but that's not how Jean Grey, like, her powers don't operate from like hopping from like one person to another. So it gives me some kind of hesitation, like, is that Jean Grey, or are they like messing with it's like a misdirection? So
would it bother you if they changed it? Would they bother you if that was Jean Grey and she could do that, if they added that ability?
Yeah, maybe like her powers are still developing, so she doesn't have like full control yet or something like that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I it's time for the X-Men to get here. You know what I mean? Like, they bought it in 2019, guys. Like, come on, like, I want to see it. And my dream and what I loved about the animated series was like, you got Spider-Man hanging out at the X-Mansion. I just rewatched because I heard that he could be mutating. Disney Plus, I went to the 90s animated series 97? And I watched the episodes of him mutating, and he goes to the X-Mansion and he goes to Professor X and he's like, you are a genius at mutation. You need to stop this. And he's like, I don't stop people from mutating. I help people who are going through their mutation. And he's like, oh, what good are you? And like leaves. And then Wolverine is like suspect of him, and Beast, who had his own mutation, who, as we know, he tried to stop it and it formed into a big blue monster, felt for him, and he goes after Spider-Man. So I'm like, I love that interaction and that mutating and change and how it's a little bit different than mutants. And so I'm like, if it's like that, oh my God, that would be amazing. Just seeing Spider-Man at the X-Mansion with the dudes and that crossover, that's what the MCU has been missing. It's like, we don't need a Avengers to cross over. We can have a Civil War. We can have, I mean, even Ant-Man had Falcon in it, the first one, you know. So yes. I want to get back to more of the shared lived-in universe. And if it's X-Men in Spider-Man, yes, please.
Well, that's the thing too with Marvel, is they've been successful with that in the past. That's where they launched Black Panther in Civil War. They launched Spider-Man as well in Civil War. They and it was brought in Vision intros. And Vision and Scarlet Witch into Age of Ultron. Now they've gone off to be big characters. Like, they're very, very good, at least in the past, of introducing new characters and new branches of the universe in other projects. So this could be them getting back to doing what they do best.
That's my hope. That's my hope. We got to get back to that. We can't wait for every Avengers movie to get everyone together, which they haven't done for like 3 phases. And now I'm hearing after Secret Wars, they're not planning. I'm hearing all these rumors that they're not planning to do Avengers for a while after that. So I'm like, well, you got to find another way to get them together. So if it is Spider-Man, or if it is X-Men and we see Spider-Man come into that, that is the best part about Marvel in general, not just movies, but Marvel in general. It was like everything was a part of the same universe. So you could see a Punisher, which I love that, in a Spider-Man. You could see Daredevil and Deadpool, you know, and so it's just like we got to get back to that. And if this is the start of that, then I am all on board.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, there's so much more to talk about with this trailer, and we are going to talk about it with you. That's the first hour of the show. So our second hour of the show is going to be your comments and questions. We're going to catch up on all of these bad boys because you guys have been coming in like crazy. So where did we leave off? We left off, I think, right here. So Luke Ponto says, I'm super excited for Dune 3 and Brand New Day after those awesome trailers. I will ask you, Evan, which one, based off of the trailers, all right, Warner Brothers and Sony and Disney come to you tonight and say, hey, guess what? You can have a private screening of any movie of these two movies. We'll give you a private screening right now. Based off these trailers, hype, which theater are you walking into first?
Oh my God, you're breaking my brain. This is so hard. I love Spider. I mean, look, I got the Toby mask right here.
I love it. I love it. So I've been looking at that the whole time.
I got Punisher right behind Daredevil.
You got Wolverine?
Yeah, I got the Wolverine mask. Yeah, it's so hard for me because, like I said, I really think Dune has that potential to be the best sci-fi trilogy of all time. But oh man, yeah, I gotta go Spider-Man. I need to see it. I need to see it, especially with the angle of turning into the man spider. You know what I mean? It's just such an interesting take. Like, I'm so surprised you're going that route.
Yeah. It's risky in some ways.
It's very risky, and in the right way, it could be very well done, very dark. Yep. And so, yeah, man. And I love Frank, man. I think Jon Bernthal as the Punisher is probably up there for me as one of the best comic book castings of all time. And I love Thomas Jane, you know, from the John Travolta one, and you know, the late great Stevenson from, oh my God, I'm like the war. I can't think right now. Yeah, from Warzone.
Yeah, it's like on the tip of my tongue.
Ray Stevenson. I love Ray, but this is straight ripped from the comics. His voice, the rage, his banter with Daredevil on the rooftop, one of the best scenes, even in Born Again, when they talk and about losing Doggy, and he's just so powerful. Like, I love Jon Bernthal. And so I gotta see him in a bit on the big screen. Like like CC was saying, like we finally get to see him on the big screen. So as much as I know Dune is going to be the ultimate trilogy, I need to see Spider-Man. Yeah.
Save me a seat.
I can't believe I went that way. It was 50-50 for me. I had to choose. Yeah.
Yeah. No, save me a seat. Save me a seat. I'm joining you. I'll never turn against Spider-Man. Laser says, I feel like Sadie Sink is going to play Jean Grey since there are soldiers being mind controlled in the trailer, and set photos of Sadie Sink have similar colors to her. And Sadie Sink will be in Secret Wars, so that's pretty big too. Yeah, I mean, who knows what her role could be in Secret Wars? Could be a small little Ned-like cameo on the bus in Infinity War. You never know. But I do think Jean Grey is looking most likely. If I had to put money on it, if I was going to Vegas, I think I'd put money on it at this point.
Same. Yeah. Yeah, I would put money on it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not convinced, but I don't see it being anyone else at this point. I think that'd be weird. You know, if it was like, what's her name? Like they were saying like this villain, like Mothma or so, I forgot her name, but that'd be weird. I think the fact that Sadie is in Secret Wars speaks more about her character. So I totally get that. And I think she's a great actress too. I think she was fantastic in Stranger Things, but in The Whale, I mean, she can act. And
the Whale's so good.
yeah,
That's a good pull. I forgot about that movie. That's
it's so
underrated.
good, and you gotta, one thing that Marvel's done so well is the right actor for the right role. And so I don't think they're gonna waste a Sadie Sink on a throwaway character. You know what I mean?
But again, Secret Wars, all bets are off. It's tricky because she could literally be a school friend of Peter's in this, and then in the multiverse, she's
Jean Grey,
Gwen, Spider Gwen, or something. Whatever they're gonna do, right? So, Secret Wars, all bets are off. Like anyone could pop up as anything in Secret Wars, but she's a talent. Don't let her go. Sadie Sink, she's sticking around. Our buddy Zach, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. Saying, man, these ads blocking me from saying hi. Yes, but they're paying my bills, so thank you. They're not paying my bills. They're paying my gumball machine tokens, basically.
Hey, that's
Zach says, yeah, Dune 3 trailer was awesome. Watched it 10 plus times. Brand New Day trailer was cool. I watched once and I'm good on it. Okay.
Okay.
So you're way more hyped on Dune Part 3.
I get it. You don't want to overdo it. Like, you've seen enough to know, like, you're gonna see the movie. You don't need to rewatch it. For me, it's like when I love it, I watch it so many times. So I've seen Dune trailer 10 plus times. I've seen the Spider-Man one 20 plus times. I've seen it so many times. Like, so
me too. I've seen it so many times.
They're both great trailers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They both do what they needed to do. They both had missions and they absolutely completed them in both their separate missions, you know?
Here's the thing too. If there was like the Oscar for best trailer or whatever, like there's a best picture. If there was an Oscar for best trailer, I would be giving it to Dune Part 3. Like, that trailer is put together and it packs so much of a punch. But my Spider-Man geek out just is through the roof with that Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer.
Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about it. I mean, just if it's just the banter with Frank alone, I'm like, this is so good, man. Like, Frank knows like how strong Spider-Man is, so he shoots him, and Spider-Man karate kicks through Frank's van.
How epic was that?
Pushes him out and is like, go home, Frank. It's like, okay, he grew up. I love this. I love it. It tells you so much without giving you just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Click Movie Man says, tomorrow I'm gonna go see Project Hail Mary.
Same here.
I'm seeing it on Friday, hopefully. I'll have to catch a late showing of it, but because it's 2.5 hours, right? Don't have IMAX. I have Ultra AVX, which to everybody,
an equivalent, some kind of equivalent.
It's a bigger screen and better sound. I like it very much, but it's not IMAX.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll probably see that on Friday night. If it gets to be too late though, because I do have plans on Friday night that I have to go to, then I might see it Saturday instead, because it's like, isn't it like 2 hours 40, 2 hours, something like that?
It's up there.
Yeah.
But
I like my showing would be at either 10 or 11. I'd have to look.
Late.
It's late. It's late. So I might do Saturday, but I'm very excited. I've been excited for this movie ever since John Campia and Rob went to CinemaCon. I don't know if you watched the John Campia show. I'm a pretty big watcher of the John Campia show. So are a lot of people in the chat.
I love what they do. I think it's very influential on us smaller channels to show that, like,
oh yeah,
if you're a good dude and you just love this stuff and you want respectful conversations, that's the best part about this community. And he is really all about that. And I think he's influenced a lot of us. And I really respect what they do on that show. And Rob and the Rob Observatory, I think they're just lovers of this stuff like we are, and
100%
to create those communities and those bonds.
Yeah, I've been watching since Movie Talk when I was like 14 years old. So he's been around I've been watching him for a long time. Big influence on me. I never hide it too. Big influence on the way I do my live show and everything. Like I very much so am very inspired by him. But ever since I went to CinemaCon like a year ago, Rob came out saying that Project Hail Mary is going to win Best Picture. when it comes out, and it was
I
like a
remember
huge
that.
statement. So I was like, "Dang, I'm looking forward to this." If Rob's saying it, because I trust
now
Rob.
he's like, "It's coming to fruition." I was right, and so
yeah,
good for you, man.
He's got a lot to brag about. Zach says, I was transported in IMAX for Dune Part 2. The silence shook me. The sound design in those movies, dude,
silence
is so underrated.
It's so underrated. It takes a village to make those. It's Denis is the maestro, but everyone involved is just, I mean, what is it? Hans Zimmer's score too?
I believe so,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just everything has to come together in the right way, and man, they are incredibly done. Like incredible.
100%. Acres of Movies, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Would John Campbell be a good Mr. Freeze? Better than Arnold.
Yeah, maybe better than Arnold. I don't know.
I think Patrick Stewart still has him beat.
I think Giancarlo Esposito would be a great Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that's a good one. I could see him in the Matt Reeves universe.
Yeah, or I mean, Mark Strong. He always plays a villain, but I could see Mark Strong as a. That's a
good pick too, actually.
Well.
Yeah, I liked him in Shazam.
I liked him. I love him in Kingsman. I thought he was great because he's not a villain. He's just him, and I loved him. And did you see the second one?
Hated it.
It was like, take me home, country road.
Was that what Kingsman, the Golden Circle or something like that?
Hated it.
I hated it. Yeah, I didn't. I remember that was one of the first.
A lot of people did not. A lot of people had your same sentiment, so you're not alone. I didn't think it was as good as the first because the first felt like X-Men First Class. It felt like this is fantastic. But the second one was like, I wish they had a third one to smooth it out, but I think they did that prequel and it killed the whole.
Yeah, they never got it off the ground. I remember that was one of the first experiences I had where I was like, oh, people can watch the same movie and come out feeling different, because I saw it with a group of friends and I thought it was a turd. And then I had to spend the rest of the night with the group and hear them just rave about it. They loved it. And I was the only one who was like, it was bad. Like, what are you talking about? I don't agree. It was a fun night, but I felt a little alienated. I wasn't good at articulating my movie discussions yet at that time. Acres of Movies. Would Zach be a good Martian Manhunter? Will you tell me?
Good. I mean, can you shapeshift or what? Are you
on a good day?
On a good day. Nice.
Would Evan be a good Lex? 100%. I can see that. You have the John Cryer, Lex Luthor kind of look. Yeah,
the bald with the beard. I mean, even also, dude from Titans also had the bald Lex with the beard.
Oh,
and Superman and Lois, he had the full hair and the beard, and then yeah, it's funny. It's funny how the beard has helped balance out the baldness.
That's great. Yeah, no, I think you'd be a great Lex. Zach, Disclosure Day and Werewolf also could be in the conversation for Best Picture with Odyssey and Dune 3. I think
Werewolf, actually. One less E in the middle. Werewolf.
Oh, what? That's a fair point. Let's see something from it first before, because you haven't seen anything from it, right?
Disclosure Day we've seen, and it's Spielberg. The Academy loves him. But
that's true.
Yeah, Werewolf, did Nosferatu get nominated? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it did. No.
Yeah, so it's an acquired taste, but I mean, that dude has gothic horror down like nobody's business. He is so good when it comes to that, and I think he's just carved out a whole space for himself. I'm trying to remember. Do you remember his name? I can't.
Robert Eggers.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect him. He's not my taste. I can't.
It's an acquired taste. I mean, The Lighthouse is wild, bro. It is.
I still don't know what that movie was.
It's freaking crazy. But the Northmen. I mean, The Witch was fantastic. I was like, wow, blew me away.
Yeah.
There was the same time around Ari Aster coming out with Hereditary, and so it was like, wow, we got two young horror, different kind of horror directors. I'm like, we are in a good place when it comes to like young up and coming directors. So I thought that was really cool. But I think you're right. He's not my favorite, but I love that he has a voice and he has a style.
Yeah, he's one of those that I just like. I respect. He's definitely really good at the craft and what he does. I just don't resonate with it. Although I've been told I got to watch The Northman. People have told me that's the one that I'll like. Because I didn't like The Lighthouse.
It's on Netflix right now.
Is it? Well, I'll have to check on Canada Netflix if it's on there. But
oh, sorry, yeah.
It's tricky, right? I know. Let's see. The chanting made me want to run through 10 walls.
100%.
Will Jesse Plemons be nominated for Digger? I mean, hard to say. We haven't seen anything from it.
I know. I want to see it though. I mean, Alejandro Inarritu, he hasn't done a movie since The Revenant. Was that the last one? Was it
really?
That's a while ago. 2015.
Oh wow.
No, he has to. Let me see. That'd be crazy. 11 years.
I do think this is actually highly anticipated because it's like his comeback thing.
That was his last movie. 11 years. Crazy. And to see, a lot of people forget, like, Tom Cruise was more than just Top Gun and like he has like Jerry Maguire and like Interview with the Vampire and like A Few Good Men. Like that dude could act. He just fell into the action heavily the past several years, but I want to see him get back to a Birdman type of role. Michael Keaton came back in a bad way after that. So if it's like that, I'm excited.
Yeah, I do think we're going to enter Tom Cruise's run for the Oscar years. I think he's going to go a whole bunch. Yeah, I think so too. Let's see here. I'm not familiar with do you want Metroid or Elevator action movie next? Do you know either of those? Metroid or Elevator?
I know Metroid with like the Rolly guy, right? From right. He's in. You can play him as Super Smash Bros. Right?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know the Elevator.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know Elevator.
Yeah, not sure either.
But I mean, I'm down for more. I mean, we've seen video game adaptations have been getting better, so I think there's more IP there to mine for sure.
That's true. Collective Movie Man saying he's gonna head out. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Collective Movie Man. The show was made better because you were a part of it, my friend, and I appreciate you. You have a good night.
100%.
Zach says Denis is underrated. Sicario is so damn good, and Arrival's so good. Arrival won a couple Oscars, if I'm not mistaken, the year it came out. Didn't it?
Arrival won Oscar for putting people to sleep. No, I'm just kidding.
I liked it.
I liked it a lot when it first came out. It won for best editing. Yeah, it was nominated out the butt, right? Best picture, directing, best adapted, cinematography, film editing, sound mixing, production design. It got noms, but it only won for best achievement in sound editing. But Sicario, I can't believe I missed that when I was talking to Denis. I love Sicario. I think that is one of the most beautiful films in the sense that it shows you what Juarez, Mexico really looks like. Like it is a war zone. And that moment when the dude's like, hey, you want to see something real cool? And you've seen it, right? You've seen
Sicario? Long time ago. I know what you're talking about. A long time ago. I got to give it a rewatch for sure.
There's a moment where he's like, you want to see something cool? And he takes Emily Blunt onto the rooftop and you look out at Juarez and it's at night and you just see and it's just like, oh my God, like why isn't this being talked about more? This is like looks like the Middle East. Like this looks like just war, nonstop, innocent lives dying. Like what a great way for Denis to show the horrors of what's going on in Mexico and on the border. It was incredible.
Yeah, no, I gotta give it a rewatch. When did that come out? I don't think I've seen it since 15. It came out. Yeah, that sounds about right because I was 16-ish when I watched it. So yeah, I gotta give that one a rewatch for sure. I remember it, but not super well.
What was like the movie that like made you fall in love with movies? You know, not just like superhero genre and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
what was
no,
like
that's
that one movie where you're like, oh wow, movies are amazing, you know?
Back to the Future.
Okay.
That was because I liked movies when I was younger, like,
Mhm.
you know, Free Willy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 90, like all that kind of stuff. I love Free Willy. I'll always love Free Willy. But there was a period where I was transitioning from like elementary school to middle school, and I was more so into Nickelodeon shows and Disney Channel shows. Like I watched a lot of TV, not so much movies anymore. Um, and then Back to the Future, I watched in the seventh or eighth grade, and that was like, oh, I'm a movie person again now, but in a different way. Like it brought back the movie magic for me, and so I always credit Back to the Future for that. Because once that happened, then I was into movies like nonstop.
I like Back to the Future too. It's my favorite.
I can watch that one more than I can watch the first one, to be
I
honest.
just
It's
something about, you know, I'm a sci-fi guy, right?
yeah,
And the future and then the alt present where Biff is like in charge, it's like very eerie as a kid. You're like, wait, whoa, what? He looks weird. Like as a kid, you're like, this is crazy, you know, and
yeah,
the hoverboard, it's just the Nikes, the
so
Cubs
fun.
winning the World Series that they predicted randomly. It was just such like a unique movie. I love the first one. Like,
Yeah,
and me and my wife, we kind of do a rewatch of the trilogy almost yearly. Almost
kind of
yearly.
have to. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. The third one isn't our favorite, but
Not mine either.
you gotta complete the trilogy. So
Yeah,
but
it's still good. Like
oh
it
good.
ends satisfying. Yeah, but it's not the best. But I even love when they go back to the first film and the second film. Like people criticize that part of the film, but I love it. I think it's so much fun to see them like try to like get away from themselves and seeing what
Yeah.
happened off screen in the first one. I love
Oh,
that. I thought it was
I
creative.
love that. I love that too. Yeah, the second one holds a special place in my heart for sure.
Absolutely. I love that one. Make Channing Tatum
This is
Popeye.
wild.
I could see it. Zach is starting a fight here. Star Wars is for kids. I would say Star Wars.
But it doesn't have
Um,
to be.
I would say Star Wars started for kids and then grew up with those kids, and I don't
But
think
have
it's for kids
grown up
anymore.
completely because right now in the movies, Andor is a separate thing.
Yeah,
Dave Filoni did not even want Andor. Will it grow up in the movies again? Like, can we get a Dune type of Star Wars movie? That's what I want.
I don't know
Not
if they'd
that
ever do
dark.
that.
Not that dark, right? Not that dark, but you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like Knights of the Old Republic in a more serious Dune kind of tone. I mean, with the lightsabers, like it would be epic. So I hope we can get to that point. You can have both. You can have something
yeah.
for kids and something for people that were kids and are not anymore, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is they're starting to do that a little bit more with like you can have Jedi Tales and you can have Andor. Like we're
Yeah.
like there's hopefully with Dave Filoni taking over fully, he doesn't squash that progress. Like hopefully we do get to keep going the Andor
No.
route, but
He's a George Lucas apologist, you know. He
yeah.
is he got the cowboy hat. He's like, I'm George Lucas Jr. I'm like, dude, you're not.
Yeah, it's we'll see what happens, but I'm a little pessimistic, but I've been pessimistic about Star Wars for years now.
Yeah.
I think if he lay low until after the summer, people will forget about the drama. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think next month people are gonna forget about the drama with Chalamet. I think it's
I
such a
hope
short
so.
attention span.
I hope so.
Someone's gonna say something stupid. Someone's gonna do something. It's inevitable, and then we'll all be on that person.
Yeah. We live in a very quick to cancel culture.
Yeah.
Some for sure should be canceled. Others we should give a little bit more grace. So it's an interesting time that we live in, but I think it'll blow over. And I think this movie is the one to do it.
And I mean, not to get myself canceled, but what Timothee Chalamet said was offensive to a very niche amount of people. Like,
Yeah.
it really isn't that big a deal. He didn't even really. It's not like he came out here and said, "I'm in the movies," not that crappy stuff like ballet and opera
Yeah.
that holds no substance. He just said that he doesn't want the art of film and theaters to go the route of where ballet and opera are right now, where it's it's not
Very
really for the
niche.
masses right now. It's
It's
niche,
very
yeah,
niche and it's
and
expensive.
that's that. And I talked about this with Zach too on the last show. Is people have stopped being able to just be like, he didn't say that right, but I get what he means, and then move on with their life.
Right.
They have to be like, he didn't say the words exactly right. He came across worse than he meant to come across, and I'm going to jump on him immediately and tear him down for it. And it's like, it's so ridiculous to me because we shouldn't even be talking about these comments anymore. But and they happened in February. Like, it only went viral before the Oscars, but it was out on the internet for like at least a couple weeks already.
Yeah, I saw the interview with Matthew McConaughey. I was like, this is cool, but
actors on actors, right?
No, it was CNN. CNN did it.
CNN, okay.
But I liked it. I mean, their conversation, it didn't phase me. Maybe I didn't see it. I don't know.
Yeah, and no one's acknowledging the cool fact that it's an Interstellar reunion. Matthew McConaughey and Timothee Chalamet. That's fun.
And he loves that movie. He said that for his birthday, his girlfriend took him. He was like, why are we going so far out to the birthday? And he was like crabby about it. And then he said, it was IMAX, Interstellar. And I was like, he loves that movie. Even though he's like a small part of that. So I'm like, great. He loves the same stuff we love. Like, take it easy. God.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like Timothee Chalamet.
He's very overexposed, and I think it rubs people the wrong way. Dating a Kardashian, all this kind of stuff. Like, it's just all BS. Like, can he act? Yes. Has he been in good films? Yes. Then I'm happy. You know?
He'll go back to his whipsy, humble self. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think so. Nathan Jenna Movies, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining, Nathan. Says, hey, Zach and Evan, this may just be me, but did anyone else think the VFX looked a little off in the Spider-Man trailer? I can see what you're saying, but I try to hold judgment until the movie comes out.
Yeah, they're still tweaking a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
it's only March, so I guarantee they're still working on the VFX. It didn't really stick out to me. I know those slow motion things can look a little wonky on a trailer,
little video gamey, a little
on your
PS4
phone, on your TV. It could look a little out there, but it didn't. Nothing stood out to me that was like, this looks awful.
Yeah, there was nothing egregious about it. That's for sure.
No.
But Zach agrees. Something looks off with the VFX and the cinematography. I mean, the shot inside the mask with the eye when he's descending down.
I like that.
And he's got like he's just kind of numb. Like he's in that depressive state, but he's doing what he needs to do. He's just in
like Spider-Man mode only.
Yeah. And you can see the city reflected in his eye.
That was awesome.
It's hard for me to judge the cinematography when we're getting shots like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's all quick.
It's so quick. Yeah. Again, hold judgment until we actually see the movie in full in the theater. But nothing about the VFX really bothered me. It was noticeable, but not any different than any other MCU movie as of late. So
right.
It wasn't even though I'm a defender of this movie, it was not an Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania looking experience. So
let's forget about that one.
I
okay.
MODOK forever. Some of the CGI did look off, but I like how New York's colors was a little more muted to let Spider-Man's suit pop out. That's a good observation.
Great call. Yeah,
really good observation.
And I love what he was saying. What we talked about, the trajectory of those 3 Homecoming movies. And now it's getting more serious. And so the colors aren't as vibrant. They're more muted. They're more realistic. And so I love that trajectory of the color of the films too.
Yeah, it's like that childlike innocence of the world has kind of
it's like, oh, everything sucks. Like when you're an adult, it's like, oh, this sucks.
He's adulting. Yep.
Yeah.
Zach says Wonka did 632 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like he had that pool right then. It was really hot at that time.
And Zach, I think Wonka 2 is his next film. Are they doing Wonka 2?
Before Dune 3? It'll be, or
no, it would have to be after Dune 3. I would have seen if there was a Wonka 2 coming out this
I
year.
wonder if this will affect that.
Acres Movies, he's making a BMX movie with Mangold. Timmy C. Does that sound good? I mean, with Mangold?
I mean, anything with Mangold.
That's a good pairing.
Good. Did you
Not
see
Indiana Jones 5 though.
No, did you see A Complete Unknown?
No, I missed it. That was one that was on my watch list when it came out, and I just never got around to it.
Yeah, I did not either. So I don't know about BMX movie though. That's interesting.
I'll see it. If it's got Timothee Chalamet and Mangold, I'll do it. 100%.
Yeah.
Zach, Pooper Troopers gang. Don't know if he's shouting them out or saying he's a part of them, but I appreciate you, Pooper Troopers.
Could be right now.
It could be right now. Acres of Movie says, who should play Gilligan? Tommy C or Cillian Murphy? I'm not from Gilligan. Is that a character
from Gilligan's Island? Maybe. Yeah, probably Timmy C would be better than 50-year-old Killian, you know, as a Gilligan. Yeah.
Although that would be quite the reboot.
That'd be
direction funny. For the
I can't wait to see Immortal Man, Peaky Blinders, Immortal Man. I'm so excited for that movie. The Cillian Murphy.
I miss Peaky Blinders. It was not a show I watched, but I heard about this. Is this like some big reunion of the show?
It is. It's gonna be a movie, and Barry Keoghan plays his son in the movie, grown up.
Okay.
Causing havoc. He has to come out of retirement. It looks really good. Stephen Knight, who's the creator, wrote it, directed it. It looks fantastic. Yeah.
Nice. They should they readapt The Indian in the Cupboard?
100%.
I don't even remember that movie. I know I've seen it when I was like really young.
I had the little, Native American dude. I had the key. When you go to the movie, you get the key to the cupboard because that's what makes your toys come alive. Yeah. And Spielberg produced it, so in his toy collection, he has a Darth Vader and he has a T-Rex from Jurassic Park. And so they have all these little Easter eggs. So I love that movie. Yeah.
That's fun. I like that a lot. But yeah, no, readapt it? Maybe not.
Maybe just leave it. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to have an Avenger, Defender, and a Mutant. MCU Spider-Man Never Alone.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know I don't know.
And he said it after this, but he meant for the next Avengers.
Oh, Avengers.
That's so funny.
Who would that have? Who's in? That's Thunderbolts, right?
Yelena's supposed to be in it, apparently.
Oh, I don't think I've heard about that. Is she really?
That's what was rumored. I mean, we haven't seen anything since, but that's a lot of people. And we're gonna get to in the comments when we start talking about maybe it's overloaded, but that could be another.
That's a lot of pew. We're gonna have Pewsday on Doomsday and Dune, and then we're gonna get her in Spider-Man as well. Oh my goodness!
Hey, I'll take it, man. She is fantastic.
I wonder honestly, I wonder if she's going to become the highest paid actress or the highest global box office actress of all time then. Because I think Zoe Saldana holds the record because of the Avatar films. And I think
that she was in the Avengers films and Star Trek films and
so I think she holds the record. I think her global box office is something like
Scarlett's pretty high up there too.
I think she's up there too. Yeah. But if you're gonna have Florence Pugh and Spider-Man, which is probably gonna be $1 billion film, Doomsday, which is probably gonna be a over $1 billion film, if not $2 billion, and then you're gonna have her in Dune as well. Which after that trailer, I don't think $1 billion's out of the question. I still don't think it's gonna hit $1 billion.
Wait, what was the first one you said before?
Spider-Man.
No, and then you said
Doomsday
or Dune. Oh, Spider-Man, Dune, and Doomsday, right?
And Doomsday, yeah.
She could be the highest for the year. She could be the highest box for the year for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna push her over. Maybe Secret Wars will, but she's gonna get up there as one of the highest global box office actresses of all time. Because
she's young too.
Yeah, I wonder what. I'm gonna look really quickly what Zoe Saldana's box office is because I'm pretty sure It's somewhere around like 11 billion. Something like that. Zoe Saldana, global box office record. Okay, 15.4 billion in movies because
Search
of Avatar, Avengers, and Guardians.
search
So
what
maybe
Florence
she's
is
still
right now.
away.
Yeah, I think Florence is a little bit away.
She's still away because
give her time. She'll
but
get
she was in
more.
Oppenheimer too. Oppenheimer was almost $1 billion. So
It was like 900. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna catch up.
Give her
She's
some
gonna catch
time.
up.
She's young. She's gonna get some more IP under her belt.
Yeah,
She's
100%.
fantastic.
But yeah, I think you're right. She'll be the highest box office actress of the year, no doubt. Nathan Dry Movie says, "What was your favorite part of the trailer?" For me, it was when I saw Scorpion, but that may just be because I finished Better Call Saul less than 2 weeks ago.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
That's
he's
fair.
fantastic in that.
For me, it's the ninja shot at the end with Spider-Man jumping towards those ninjas. The hand, yes, and the laundry with him sitting there all battered up. That was Spider-Man. That was peak.
I would say, I mean, I love the scene with Frank. I think Frank looks so good as Punisher on the big screen. And I just think, yeah, I mean, the inside of that mask shot, that reflection, and that emptiness, it speaks so much for something that's so subtle and so small. And then I like to get creepy with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like the cocoon of the webs, you got to get a little like body horror in there, right? Like we're trying to make it more adult, and so I thought that was very cool. But man, I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. Zach said he had to be a kid to the mature story to hit well. Hopefully this new era builds on everything that happened before. Yeah, that's a really good point. This only hits as hard as it does because of where we started, and we've got to watch him grow and grow with him for over 100%. It's like 10 years now. Like 10 years ago.
We are blessed to be with the Spider-Man that long, from
Civil 10 years
to now. Like good for him.
So crazy.
Tom Holland seems like a good dude. He does.
He does. Yeah. Very humble. I actually loved, people were criticizing him about the interview, but I loved the interview that he gave where he's like, when I have kids, I'm out. Like that's what matters to me. I'm just going to go with my kids. And I loved that.
It was so hot today, dude. In San Francisco, it was like 80. We're in like a heat wave. So it's like, 80, like San Francisco, it's like, 72 is hot. And so it's like when it's 85, it is boiling. So I'm
brutal.
Like,
and then you're sitting under these hot lights.
I know. I got this light. I can't open my window because then my neighbor is going to hear everything about, I don't want to spoil Spider-Man for me.
The Lawrence Report. Thanks for joining us, man. The Hand versus Spidey going to be epic. Agreed. I'm so excited. Spider-Man 2 is still the best live action movie. I agree with that. Do you agree with that?
Live action Spider-Man, he's saying. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, No Way Home, I think, is like fantastic, and you gotta give John Watts credit for that movie, to have all three Spider-Man all get their moment in some way and still make it a personal Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. It's such a big juggling act, and it was so well done. The way it didn't overload, having two iconic Spider-Men in his movie, it didn't overload it. Having Green Goblin, it was just so good, but it doesn't happen without Spider-Man 2.
100%. Zach say justice for Spider-Man 3.
Zach likes Spider-Man 3. I get it.
That's fair, man. That's fair. But I will say, I know they're different things, but the fact that you've seen Spider-Man 3 and not Jurassic Park, Zach, really hurts me. Like, did you know that about Zach? He hasn't seen Jurassic Park.
There's some movies. The cool thing about Zach and his trajectory is like he caught on to a lot of these movies later.
It's true.
Sometimes when you do that later, because you're more mature, you have more appreciation for them.
Yeah.
But then with the double-edged sword, you don't have that nostalgia for bad movies. Like movies that you saw when you're a kid, you're like, but there's that nostalgia, like Hook or something like that, where you're like, but it just it gives me those tingles of when I was a kid, you know. So
Yeah, for sure.
I love that though. I love when people discover things at the right time in their lives, you
No, I
know.
think it's great. I mean, I'm jealous of him. He gets to watch all these great stuff for the first time, but I'm just saying he saw Jurassic World Rebirth before he saw any of the Jurassic Parks, and I think that's a crime against film.
That is, yeah, the first one is absolutely incredible.
Just busting your
And
balls
Lost
a bit
World
there, Zach.
is good too. I really like Lost World.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. Honestly, I like. Aside from Dominion, I can watch all the Jurassic Parks and be entertained on a various level.
I watched Jurassic World, and then the second one in that trilogy, I fell asleep, and then I never watched any of them again.
The second one's so weird. It's like auctions in a mansion with dinosaurs where they're only
like there's like
paying
a
like
clone,
$10 million.
Like they cloned the daughter and all that. Like I'm like, what is going on? Like, yeah,
the fact that the Acolyte cost more to make than they paid for dinosaurs is just ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
Hey CC Clemens, what's going on? CC, thanks for joining us. What's up, my dudes? I need to catch this trailer real fast. Oh, you hadn't seen it yet?
The Spider-Man one, yeah.
Is it the Spider-Man one or the Doom one? I don't know. Zach says, with Kamala Khan being retconned as a mutant, I can see maybe Peter as well with the man spider mutation. Would you want them to officially call him a mutant in the MCU?
No,
yeah.
Spider-Man was never a mutant in the comics. The mutation from the spider bite is different than having the mutant X gene. So I wouldn't want to see them mesh the two. I think that's what makes Spider-Man unique, is not being a mutant. So yeah, I think that might rub some people the wrong way.
I wouldn't like it. Personally either. Cece says she loves Orphan Black. Yeah, one I missed.
Great. I showed my wife the whole series, 5 seasons, and she really digged it. She really liked. She's not the biggest sci-fi person by any means, but I mean, Tatiana Maslany plays so many different versions because she's playing clones.
Right. My dad loved it. My dad really loved the show.
Yeah, she's a fantastic actress. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hope she gets justice for She-Hulk.
I know. I knew you were gonna say that. I hope she does. I think the best it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault.
Not at all.
Writing.
It was 100%. Zach says, I would love to. Oh wait, I missed that one. A lot of people are making memes about how they're happy they get back together. No, keep MJ and Peter apart.
Yeah, for the
at least for a couple movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Zendaya and Tom can stay together, but not MJ and Peter.
Yeah.
Zach says, I would love to see his other love interest. Yeah, branch out a bit, do something.
Yeah, I
want
to see a Gwen. I want to see I mean, we already saw Betty Brant because they were in high school together, and Ned dated her. That'd be weird, but she doesn't know. She doesn't know Peter, so it might be fine. But yeah, I want to see more. I want to see a little bit more before we get back to MJ and Peter.
Yeah. I need him to do a Shang-Chi sequel. I will say this. I want it too, but if we're sacrificing the sequel for this Spider-Man film, it's worth it.
Yeah, or another one from him. Yeah, like
if he's he also did Wonder Man. I forgot about that, but he did Wonder Man, which that was surprisingly good, right?
Absolutely incredible. I love that series. It was.
I had no faith in it.
Nobody did. Yeah, nobody did, but it was a much needed. Here's what the MCU can still be moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Peter has dated Jean Grey in the comics. It's possible Sadie ends up his love interest. Yeah. It is very possible. CC says, finish the trailer. Yeah. Goosebumps. I'm hyped. Yeah. All right. Geek out with us. That's what we're doing. That's what we're here for. Does it feel like too much, but I'll hold it? Or it does feel like too much, but I'll hold out hope. Okay. Yeah. So we talked about that a little bit. It's all about how they're used, right? Like Banner could be 2 scenes.
Yeah.
Right? He goes there, needs help.
Could be 2 scenes. At the end, hey, we need your help. Something like that. You know what I mean?
I do think Punisher will be a through line character. Like I think he's gonna be like cutting his way through the narrative, kind of like how Black Panther was in Civil War, where he just like was a relentless machine that kind of got in the way.
That's smart to use Frank like that juxtaposition of like, you know, he's always that reminder of that line that you can cross when you're a hero. And Peter's going to get very close to that line because this mutation is going to make him do things that he necessarily wouldn't do. Right? So I'm really excited to see that dynamic between them.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I like that they're established. Like here, like they already are familiar
They look
with
like
each
they've
other.
had moments. They know each other. Like I love that lived in universe. Like I'm so happy we're getting back to that.
Yeah, so true. CC says, I get to see John Berthal's Punisher on the big screen. Hope they make him murk at least one person in it. Just let him cop one body.
Yeah.
Can we just like appreciate the moment? Like imagine going to when Daredevil season 3 was canceled on Netflix. And then like to this moment we have him in a Spider-Man movie in the MCU. Like
incredible. And we get his one shot, literally called Punisher One Shot special that's coming out. And
like Marvel
before Spider-Man or after?
I think it comes before,
because I thought it was gonna lead into, because he left off Born Again, being, breaking out of the cage, and then I thought we were gonna get a one like special, and then that was gonna go into this, but I'm looking right now and there's no date. This is actually John Bernthal's first writing credit on the special. He helped write it.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
He really loves that character. And that's what I'm saying, man. You can tell when they like Tom Hiddleston with Loki, like when they are like, they feel like honored to be able to continue to play it. That's when they're going to give it 110%.
Yeah, for sure. I just like to appreciate those moments, like even though like these studios like Marvel and stuff can make decisions that sometimes irk us, like this is really great. Like this is amazing. Like the fact that they've given this to us as fans, like imagine being on that day when Daredevil got canceled and then it's like telling someone on that day he's going to be in the Spider-Man movie in the MCU. This is so cool. And the fact that they brought Toby and Andrew back in a Spider, like imagine telling someone after Andrew got fired from Spider-Man 2, like they're going to bring Toby and Andrew into the it's
that moment when he saves Zendaya and gets that redeeming thing that he, because Gwen died, and it was just like beautiful moment. We all knew it when they tried to fake us out in the trailer. We're like, we know that's gonna be Andrew getting that moment.
I held out hope for sure.
It paid off in dividends. It was magical. Yeah,
it was.
Why is that movie not streaming anywhere though? That's what I want to know. It makes me very upset. Like No Way Home is like one of the only Spider-Man movies that isn't streaming anywhere. It's not on Disney Plus. It's like, you guys.
I bought it on YouTube and I got the Blu-ray, so I'm fine.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
But I haven't really seen it streaming anywhere either. Oh no, that's not true. It's streaming on Netflix in Canada, or at least it was.
You guys.
Which is funny because it has the label the extended edition. It's not the extended edition.
Okay. My wife and I saw it in the theater.
Me too.
We saw it. I think we saw that movie 3 times in theaters. No Way Home. Yeah.
The best part was when Andrew's Peter asked Toby, "I want to see the holes."
Yeah.
That was the best added scene, I thought. Everything else was just kind of padded time.
Yeah. It wasn't that.
They launched Florence Pugh in Black Widow. That's a really good point too. Ilana came from Black Widow.
Best part of the movie, best part of Black Widow is Red Guardian and Yelena.
100%. Oh yeah, Red Guardian was launched there too, and now he's got like the Thunderbolts. Yeah, they're good at that. They're really good at that. Darkroom Reviews, what's going on, Joel? Thanks for joining us, buddy. He says, Evan, just wanted to say I think you're doing a fantastic job on the channel, man. Oh, that's very nice.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, and I love doing this, and it's always easy to do when it's like-minded people like Zach and CC and these people that it's just like it's so easy to talk about the things that we love and the community. It's really beautiful thing to be a part of. So I'm just happy to be here and be able to talk to you guys.
Beautifully said, man. I agree 100%. Zach says looks like we're getting Man Spider and Spider-Man and Spider Noir and Brand New Day. Are we getting Man Spider and Spider Noir?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I forgot about Spider Noir. because of all the brand new day stuff.
I know,
That's coming out soon too.
I'm really excited for that, and I'm wondering if it's Nicolas Cage turning into the Spider, because in that trailer, he starts having tics and it starts looking like he's evolving too. So I'm like, oh my god, we're getting 2 man spiders in 2 different projects. Like, what a nerd's delight.
That's crazy. I am very curious because Nicolas Cage voicing an animated character is different than him playing him in live action. Like the translation between the mediums, I'm very curious to see how that's going to work, because he worked great as the voice actor in the Into the Spider-Verse movies.
Right.
I'm very curious to see him actually like physically personify the character and put on the mask and everything. Like,
I think he's going to do a great job.
I hope. I think so too. I just find it so fascinating. It's so interesting to me.
Yeah, the cast, I mean, looks incredible too. You got man, what's his name? Gleason. You know what I'm talking about? Not Domhnall Gleeson, that's his son. He was in like in Bruges, and he's so good. But Brendan Gleeson, you got Lamorne Morris, who I love Lamorne. Jack Houston from Boardwalk Empire is playing Flint Marco. I just think the cast supporting him look incredible. You got what's her name? Lee Jun Lee, who I think was in Sinners, you know, the Asian woman in Sinners. So the cast is just incredible. But what does it come down to?
The writing. Yeah. And the direction. It has to be
100%.
Yeah. But
that script needs to be tight, because you're dealing with weird ass stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm looking forward to it though. I am. View with Drew says, I'm super excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Us too, man. 100%. Dark Room Reviews, Daredevil's in the movie too, right? Not confirmed.
I hope so.
I wonder. It's interesting because I know that there's this like deal where, or not deal, sorry. There's a deal where they can't have Spider-Man in the TV shows is what I was thinking.
Right.
But
there's
Marvel
a deal with Kingpin too.
Yes.
Not being able to be in the movies, but I don't know if it's Daredevil, because Daredevil was in No Way Home. Well, correct.
Well, the thing is too is before that.
Matt. Right.
Matt Murdock was in No Way Home. Yeah. But the thing is too is it's also interesting because they recently said that they're going to separate the TV shows from the movies more.
They did, and then they're like, Punisher's in it though,
which is weird. Yeah, because then they threw in Punisher. So what? I don't know what they're going to do with that. If you had to put money on it, is Daredevil making any kind of appearance in Spider-Man?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. I would go. I'm going to say no, but I wouldn't be surprised.
The hand in there and the Punisher, like without Daredevil, it's like you gotta have him in there.
I remember there was a time though, like a long time ago, where they said you couldn't have Age of Ultron without Ant-Man. Because
you could not.
Yeah, because I remember people said Hank Pym created Ultron, not Tony. Yeah. So you have to have Hank Pym in the movie. And that's
I get that. I get that. They play around with the lore a lot in the MCU, so I totally get that, but it'd just be such a missed opportunity with all these elements of Daredevil. You know, I mean, John Bernthal started on Daredevil season 2. Like the hand started on the Daredevil TV series. So it's just like you're pulling all these things, but it's like you can't like and Matt has already interacted with Peter in the previous film. So it's like it's all lined up right there. So I hope so. I really do.
Which is also interesting because when he appeared in No Way Home, that was when the Daredevil show on Disney Plus was still written as if it wasn't part of the Netflix show.
Right.
Because that was still the iteration of a brand new Matt Murdock, but still played by Charlie Cox. So that's really interesting. I could see them doing a post-credit scene like gag with him and Punisher.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see that, but I don't know if I could say I see him in the movie.
Yeah.
Zach says Hans versus Ludwig at the Oscars for best score. That would be 2027's Oscars. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Well, it'll be 2026's movies
Right,
for
right.
yeah,
But
in
it'll take
2027.
place in
So
2027.
he's saying it'll be Dune versus Odyssey for best score. That's killer. I can't wait to hear those.
That's insane.
If it's that
Zach,
serious, it won't be Star Wars.
what are you doing, man? If it's that serious, it won't be Star Wars. Honestly, dude, I'm someone who goes even further than that. George Lucas is Star Wars. Everything else is just fan fiction to me. Some of it's good fan fiction, some of it's not.
Yeah,
But that's how I like when I think Star Wars, I think episodes 1 through 6. That's what I think. That's Star Wars to me. Everything else is take it or leave it. It's fans coming in and doing stuff with it.
But Rogue One is an incredible movie, and I really love that movie, and subsequently Andor as well. I think those are the best written, the best projects since Empire, in my opinion. Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, Dark Room Review says Rogue One.
Yeah, I remember he put that in there. I was like, I want to comment on it, but felt like Dune. Yeah, I could see that a little bit. I mean, there's those moments, even in the beginning, the opening scene with Mads Mikkelsen, you know, where they come in, it's like, like over the beach or whatever.
Yeah, it's a good opening.
The fields, and she's running in the field, and just beautiful cinematography in that movie.
You know what? Yeah. Because Rogue One, that was the first movie they did that didn't have the iconic crawl at the beginning.
That's true.
Like Star Wars and the crawl. And I remember feeling like, oh man, that's missing so badly in Rogue One. I think, and I haven't heard anyone else say this, but I've felt this for a little bit now. I think Mandalorian and Grogu is going to bring that back.
Really? No crawl, or the crawl back?
No, the crawl is back. I think Mandalorian and Grogu is going to start with the fanfare of Star Wars, and then the crawl is going to come up and it's going to say Mandalorian and Grogu, and then we're going to get the text of what they've been up to leading into their adventure. And I think that's going to be a nostalgic, because I think Mandalorian and Grogu is all about bringing back that Star Wars feel for the fans in the theater. And I think Dave Filoni is going to, and Jon Favreau, to their credit too, I think they're going to be like, this is something that the fans will get nostalgic for, like just hearing that music blare.
Yeah,
I think they're going to do. I'll go as far to say I think it's a mistake if they don't do that. I think that crawl, and I think the moment in Rogue One where they decided to ditch the crawl is the moment that Star Wars started to feel like it changed for me, because that was such a part of its identity. That was such a part of the DNA of going to a Star Wars movie. Like when I went and saw the Revenge of the Sith re-release and that music blared and this crawl came up, I was like, in the theater hearing that music, and just it hits you like a ton of bricks. Like, it was I totally great. I miss it.
I do want to say though, because funny, Dark Room Rogue One felt like Dune. It is Craig Fraser, the cinematographer of Dune.
That's crazy.
Batman, of Dune Part 1, Part 2, of Project Hail Mary.
Yep.
Like this guy has an eye. So
Zero
Dark 30, like he is legendary. So it's cool that you got that vibe and that he has that kind of specific style for his eye. So I think he's one of the best at doing it right now. And we get to see him in 2 projects this year, which is like 2 huge profile in Dune 3 and Project Hail Mary. So man, that's cool.
This year is the juggernaut, man. It does not stop. This year is incredible.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Zach, what's the last 4 movies you guys watched? Do you have Letterboxd?
No, I don't
know.
Do it.
Yeah. I don't know the last 4, but I know that I watched Southpaw.
I can't think right now.
Yeah. I watched Southpaw because I'm getting back into my Anton Fuqua watches. I watched Night Patrol, which wasn't great. I watched Return to Silent Hill, which was awful. Yeah. And then whatever the last movie, Hoppers, I think was the last one I watched too. Okay. So those are 4 that at least that I watched recently. Do you have any that you watched recently? Not necessarily 4.
Yeah, we watched Splitsville, which was really good. Zach was high on that movie. He really liked it. He said it was like one of the best comedies he's seen in like the past decade.
I think he went to like an event too where like the stars came out.
He did, and I got him actually they were selling these like a promo for the movie, like these rulers, like dick measuring contests. Like, so they had Splitsville on the
Right.
ruler. So I was like, I grabbed you one. It was fantastic. It was really funny, really different than what I thought it was going to be. First, it felt like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and then it like flipped on its head. It was way different than that. I thoroughly enjoyed it. What's the other movie? Because there was a movie I was like begging Erica, like, oh, Song Sung Blue with Hugh
Oh,
Jackman
okay.
and Kate Hudson, and
I liked it.
That was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Great performances, great story, very crazy real story, and I really like that one as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that one too. Do you like striptease? Never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, Demi Moore is definitely a classic, and she was insanely hot in it. And when I was a kid, I was like, "Whoa, are we supposed to watch this?" Or it's like, are we allowed?
Have you seen R.J. Decker? Do you know what that is? Nope.
I do know what it is, but I have not seen it. No,
me neither. I don't think Florence's other films have grossed enough for her to catch up yet. Yeah, no, I was way off. But
yeah,
she's getting up there though. She's getting up there. John Berthal said it's supposed to come around the time of Brand New Day. Oh, the
I like
Punisher
I like
special.
Berthanol. I like how he spelled
John
in this one.
Berthanol. Sounds like something you get when you're sick. Go get that Berthanol.
So maybe we'll get it before, and it'll lead into.
I think it's supposed to come in the summer, maybe June.
I would be down for that. I love him. So I mean, it'd be so sick. Like we get that's crazy. But
make Shawshank too.
Yeah, make Shawshank. No, never ever touch that movie ever. That's one of the best. You know.
What do? They go and find them on that beach finally and bring them back.
And they're like they're hooking up. No, I'm just kidding. They're hooking up.
That's a different type of shank.
Yeah, exactly.
CC says Granny Chene's kicking in. Time to put on Avatar: The Last Airbender and go night night. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining us, CC. The show was made better because you were a part of it, and we appreciate you. Have a good night and enjoy Avatar.
Yeah, and thank you for showing me. She showed me her. We had because we were doing a segment on Green Lantern, and she was introducing me to this part of Ninjago where Jackie Chan's like green, and I was like, I don't know what that is. And then she showed me she has a huge green cup today. I was like, oh, you are happy St. Patrick's Day, you know?
Oh yeah, I forgot about St. Patrick's Day. That Ninjago, I never did see Lego Ninjago, but it looked funny.
Either.
The trailer looked really funny when it came out, and then just kind of like came and went.
Yeah, it did not do well. And it was coming off of, I mean, the Lego Batman movie was fantastic, but I don't think it did as well as they wanted to. And the first Lego movie is really good. I love that movie.
Yeah,
can't believe that was 2014. So long ago.
I remember I saw that on a youth trip. We we went.
Great movie to see on a youth trip.
Oh, it was fantastic. Well,
everyone's laughing their butts off, together. Like that's.
I mean, when you get 15 teenage boys on a youth trip and watch Lego Movie, and then have to ride around on the bus with them for the rest of the weekend, listening to everything is awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it was better for us than the people than our volunteers who had to spend the weekend.
Yeah, they were probably like, "Oh God, I'm over this." It's probably like how people feel with K-pop demon hunters taking care of kids. They're like, "I can't stop hearing the songs." Golden.
So but I remember I didn't know anything about the Lego Movie. Like I was like, Lego Movie. I didn't really pay any attention to it, especially at that time. When Lego Batman showed up, when Will Arnett showed up as Lego Batman, I remember like that changed the movie for me. I was like, this is what I'm going to take away from this movie. This is amazing. Like it was such a surprise to me, and my friends and I were quoting him the entire trip. It was so much fun.
He was the best.
I love the movie
too.
The Lego Batman movie.
Batman, yeah. I had hoped they would have done a second one. I was really sad that they did not.
Yeah, I mean, still holding out hope because Lord and Miller are still like they were like producers on it, so maybe they have some goodwill they can bring it back. So
yeah, maybe.
Nathan says, which are you keeping? Red Pill, Brand New Day, Spider Noir, Beyond the Spider-Verse, The Batman Part 2. Blue Pill, Clayface, Supergirl. No, you threw in Doomsday, Avengers
Yeah, I
Doomsday,
know. I was like,
Man
oh
of
god,
Tomorrow.
it made it really hard.
I hate to lose Doomsday, but I gotta go Red Pill. I mean, one Doomsday sacrifice for Brand New Day, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and Batman Part 2.
I'm going red also. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta see. I gotta see how the Spider-Verse ends. I mean, that will also have the potential to go down as, I don't care if it's animated, it'll have the potential to go down as one of the best superhero trilogies of all
Oh,
time. If they stick
100%.
that landing, oh my god, I love those first two movies.
100%. Doomsday, I would be thinking about if I couldn't see, but if it
Very sad.
sucked, if it sucked and then I found out I missed out on all those projects, I'd be even sadder.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna suck though. I think it's gonna be
No,
incredible. Yeah,
I'm deliriously excited for Doomsday. And
I have faith.
every time John Campia and Rob tease that they know everything about it, I
Those
get a
mother.
little bit pissed.
But he said, like, this stuff keeps coming out. By the end of March, we're gonna know exactly
Yeah.
what's going on in that movie. And for better or worse, I don't think it matters until you see it. You got to see it. Like, it's you can know about it, but when you see those scenes, it won't matter that you knew about it like months before. We're talking about December. That's so far from now.
I
You know,
know. I feel like I'm just waiting for the year to end. I feel like I'm sitting here like, can this year be over yet? Like, as I'm
I know.
trying to get the Doomsday, I'm like, I want to sacrifice this year just so I can get the Doomsday.
I want to get to the movies, like
Yeah.
Pillberry. I'm seeing it tomorrow, so that's the first one. And
It's the
then
kickoff to like this, like Zach and I went through
yeah,
it. Just this
well, it is.
rollout, one after the other, movie after movie after movie, because it's like Project Hail Mary, then it's Ready or Not, and then it goes into Mario, and then it goes like it's just nonstop from here on out.
Yeah, I hope Mario's good. I'm really excited too.
Zach agrees, Red Pill for sure. Laser, I forgot Daredevil Born Again releases next week. Where are you at with Daredevil Born Again season 2? Because there has been
I'm
like
so excited.
very little hype. Yeah.
I am very upset that they have not put in the love to promote this. I mean,
Yes.
they did just drop a podcast from Charlie Cox to promote it, but it's just like, you guys took so long to come out with a trailer, and then you're coming out with these like 30-minute spots. You just didn't do the justice that it deserves. And it's like, do you have no faith? Did you put in all your money into Spider-Man and Doomsday and Secret Wars? Like, what's going on? Because the first one was really good. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially with the rewrites and the Frankenstein of having to put the old people back in it and take out like the courtroom drama of it all and like readjust it. That's a lot, and that could really screw up a show. And I thought they landed it very, very well. And so I feel like this one doesn't have all that mess, and you can just start and go. So I think it's going to be really good, but I'm just so surprised they didn't promote it at all, really.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. I do think also with the lack of promotion, I think generally speaking, the consensus from people who like the Netflix show is that the Disney Plus show was not as good, and some just flat out didn't like it. I personally really enjoyed it. We're people who really enjoyed it. But I do think that that's the blame on Disney. I think the fact that they even went in with the idea that they weren't going to connect it to the Netflix show and just have
why did you
come
start
back
that way?
that right there is a shot in the foot, and to the point that then they get so far into shooting, and then they realize, oh, we need to retool this. We need to connect it to the Netflix show.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
You could kind of feel the adjustment, right? You can feel that it was kind of too little, too late in some ways. Now, season 2 has the benefit that they have the people who made the adjustments from the start to the end. So it might feel a little bit more cohesive. It may feel like it blends even more to the Netflix show, but people were like in love with the Netflix show, and they were already apprehensive about how Disney was going to do it.
I was in love with it. Like, I watched the Netflix show. I just did a rewatch of the entire thing, and it's one of my favorite comic book show of all time. I think it's extremely underrated when people are talking about the best comic book TV series of all time. I think it's absolutely incredible. And there are a lot of parts of Born Again that makes me feel like this is season 4. I like this. This is, like,
me too.
This feels like season 4. We are on the
Bullseye being in there. Yeah.
Bullseye, the tooth, like that was awesome. The moment where sorry guys if you didn't see this a year ago, but he, when he is gonna snipe Kingpin, and the ratio of the screen changes to his view and that song turns on. And what happens with Matt Murdock, and it was just such a great scene. I'm like, this is prime Daredevil. You got Bullseye trying to take out Kingpin, Daredevil. Like, it's just like, this is what I'm talking about. So I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Me too. But they've got to prove it again. They didn't prove it to the Netflix crew. They've got to prove it again. So hopefully season 2 can do that. But yeah, the fact that they started on that foot, I think it will too.
I'm hearing great things about it.
Yeah, I hope it does, because even the ratings on season 1 were kind of disappointing from what they were wanting them to be. So
yeah,
I'm hoping season 2 steps it up for sure. Let's see here. Rank these new trailers. Brand new day. We're almost at we got about 5 more questions and then we're good to go.
No worries. This is really fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I know we're a little over. We're at 2:15, so I know you gotta get out of here kind of soon.
We're good. So. I'm good for like 10 more minutes or whatever.
Awesome. Feeling, so. Perfect. Yeah, let's go here. Rank these new trailers. Brand New Day, Lanterns, Dune 3, Scary Movie 6. I'm gonna let you start because I'm curious about your ranking for this.
Okay. I would say Dune 3, Brand New Day, Lanterns, Scary Movie 6.
So that's best to worst.
Yeah, that was best to worst. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm pretty much.
Yeah, I think I like that. Scary Movie 6 is good. Like, don't get me wrong, but I like Lanterns. I think it has a lot of potential. It doesn't have the green aura that everyone wants.
But neither did Guy Gardner in Superman. And
yeah,
like no one talked about the fact that Guy Gardner didn't have it in Superman.
Yeah.
So why are they bringing it up now?
Kind of did. I heard some rumblings, and I heard the way he uses his ring, with the hand flipping the tank off. They're like, that doesn't, but people are just so nitpicky. I want good storytelling. And if the show is like True Detective and it ramps up to fantastical, that's my hope. But you got to wait and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I would agree with you. I think Scary Movie 6 at the bottom, then Lanterns. Well, I'm gonna go Dune, and then I'll go Spider-Man.
Okay.
I've watched Spider-Man way more than Dune, so I think that's.
I have, and I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I just think, that trailer, just the way they dropped it right after he lost the Oscar, and was like, boom! This is like him chanting in it, and just the epicness of it. It was like, this is how you do a trailer. It didn't even tell you that much about it, but it told you everything that you're about to get into, the feeling of it.
Do you think they had Academy Award winner Timothee Chalamet written in there, and then they had to quickly delete it out of the edit last minute?
Maybe.
Because I wonder if that was part of the rollout. Okay, we're pretty sure Timothy's going to win. All the polls are showing. So right after he wins the Oscar, bam, we hit them with the trailer. We have Academy Award.
Yeah, they had 2 different ones just in case.
And it's like, whoopsie. Take that out, please. Zach says, gotta be up in 5 hours. Have a good night, peeps. Dude, thank you so much for being here. That's a lot of dedicated time to give us, the fact that you are gonna have to be up in 5 hours. So I appreciate that, man. The show was made better because you were a part of it, my friend, and we appreciate you. And please have a good sleep. You need it. Acres of Movies, make My Best Friend's Wedding legacy sequel. What would you even do with the legacy sequel for like My Best Friend's Wedding? They go to another wedding?
Oh, yeah. Funeral? No, I'm just kidding.
My wife showed me that movie. I thought it was all right.
My Best Friend's Wedding with Julia Roberts?
Yep.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, we just rewatched Pretty Woman not too long ago. And it's classic. Really good.
Right. Yeah. I've actually never seen it. That's one that's passed me by.
You got to see it just once,
Yeah.
Really good.
Nathan and Ruby's most overrated and underrated TV show to you guys. For me, that would be Stranger Things, not bad but very overhyped, and Barry on HBO. So Barry's underrated and Stranger Things is overrated. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
won't
not
underrated for
I'm
sure.
not huge on Peacemaker, but that's more of a taste thing.
Well, I
That's
don't think a lot of people were hot on the second one, to be honest, compared to the first one. But you're saying both. There's not.
both.
Uh,
Yeah, I did.
yeah,
I thought that it was some of Gunn's laziest writing because it's too reliant on juvenile dick and
hijinks.
stuff
Yeah.
jokes, and it's that's not really my humor, and I felt like that's all it was, and I didn't really understand what everyone was getting all like the emotional moments. They didn't. I didn't
It
feel
didn't
anything in
hit with
them.
you. I
Not
really liked
really.
the first season. I thought the first season was.
I like moments.
I like the moment where the flashbacks of him being forced to fight his brother and accidentally killing him, and he's
Yeah,
remembering this as he's playing the piano, and it's like no way home. It's like I thought those
yeah.
moments were really well. So I enjoyed the first season a lot. Enjoyed a lot of the second season, but I didn't think it was as strong. Um, but my most underrated show is 12 Monkeys.
I've heard of
It was
that. Yeah,
it was on the Sci-Fi channel, so a lot of people didn't get to see it, but that bad boy is absolutely incredible. They took what that movie was with with Brad Pitt and Bruce Willis, and they made it into a long form series that enhanced what this story could be about this person going back in time to stop this virus from ending the world. And it's absolutely incredible. So much so that the creator of it, Terry Matalas, who did Picard season 3, which I hear people absolutely love, is doing Vision
Vision
Quest.
Quest. That's right.
And so people have recognized how good of a sci-fi writer he is, but I really think more people need to see that because I showed my wife and she is not a big sci-fi, and that is a very heady time travel. She was obsessed with that show. Still says I think that's one of the best shows that you've shown me. And I just think it speaks to like it even attracts non-sci-fi people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't have an underrated. I haven't watched enough television to have an underrated. I don't think
Okay.
off the top of my head, but great question, Nathan. Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Acres of Movies says best sci-fi scene. Well, it's not just the best sci-fi scene for me, it's the best movie scene ever. It's my favorite by a mile of all time. The
Is it
Jurassic Park breaking out of the pen. Or the T-Rex, sorry, in Jurassic Park breaking out of her pen. That whole sequence
Okay.
is my favorite movie scene of all time. From when
With the
they
car tipping over, like
like the
that
whole
whole
thing, like
thing
from when the cars stop
when
to
they're
when
get the
it
fence,
roars after
right?
the stuff gets pushed off the ledge, after the car and Timmy go down off the ledge,
And it,
and then the T-Rex roars into the camera. That
yeah,
whole section from when the cars
that's
stop to that
incredible.
moment, best scene ever made, in my opinion. It's a technical masterpiece. It's a master class in suspense and tension, and it holds up incredibly well to this day. That's not just the best sci-fi scene to me. That's the best scene of all time for me.
Yeah, it's a fantastic scene. I don't know. I mean, I would have to think. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a tough one.
yeah, it's a hard one for me. I mean, I watch so many things, but I don't know, man. I mean, there's so many in my mind. I mean, I think for the sci-fi heads, it always goes to in Blade Runner on the rooftop,
Mm,
like tears in the rain, that's a classic line. I think so simple, but Interstellar with the music and they're going through the cornfields and it's like and it's just like it's such an iconic scene to me. I don't know. I would have to sit down and think a little bit more about it. Yeah.
yeah, that's a tough one. But that's that like science fiction. I'm like Jurassic Park easily.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I'm a big sci-fi guy.
Nathan, do you guys know the Escape Pod podcast? I've been watching a lot of their videos lately, and they talk about superhero movies. I love them, but they have some of the craziest takes ever. Yeah, they do. I know them.
They do.
They're it's kind of weird to say because I feel like I shouldn't be saying it, but they're a bit too
I know
young
you're gonna
for
say.
me.
I feel like. Okay.
Yeah, they're a bit like just the way, like the language, like peak and cooked and all that, like that stuff. I'm not in tune with.
I feel
And
like
too much docking, too much docking for me.
I mean, I love their debates. I think they're very like clickable because it's like they're very like heated and reaction to their debates, and it makes for good short clips and stuff like that. And so I think they're doing a really good job. And I know they just had Rob Liefeld on there.
Yeah, I listened to that. That was good,
which was cool. So I think they're doing great stuff in the space. And my algorithm has been showing me a lot more of their stuff because we're in the space, but I don't tune in regularly like I do with others.
Me too. I like them a lot. I like their chemistry. I think they're great at what they do.
Yeah.
I have their podcast downloaded. Their agree or disagree segment's my favorite. I really like that. But craziest takes.
Really smart. Really smart.
I saw one of the videos the other day where they were like, is the worst DC movie still better than the worst MCU movie or Marvel movie? And they chose Man of Steel and Fant Four Stick. And they chose
Fantastic Four?
Yeah, Fant Four Stick and Man of Steel. And they didn't go to Batman and Robin. They didn't go to Catwoman. They didn't those were their picks for the worst DC and worst Marvel. And I just wanted to pull my hair out.
No way. Yeah. No, Man of Steel is like the most underrated comic book.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not the worst.
Time.
Yeah. Nathan says one more for these: Red Pill, 2-3, Brand New Day, Michael, Disclosure Day, Blue Pill, The Odyssey, Doomsday, Mario Galaxy, Supergirl. Okay, good night. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going blue. What are you going?
You going me first again? Dune 3 and Brand New Day.
And Michael sacrifice the Odyssey and Doomsday.
I'm splitting them up, right? Because we're gonna put like Dune 3 and Brand New Day against Odyssey and Doomsday, right?
Yeah,
those are the two biggest ones, right? I would probably say, crap. This is too hard.
I'll rip off the Band-Aid and I'll just say Red Pill. I think I
know, but it's recency bias because we just saw those trailers.
I know, but I'm looking forward to Michael more than Mario. We haven't seen
a Doomsday trailer yet. You know what I mean? Like an actual Doomsday trailer.
It'd probably
if
be
they dropped it yesterday, this would be a lot easier.
No kidding.
And then even the Odyssey, like we only have that one trailer really. So it's so hard.
Nathan, these are really good.
Yeah, these are great. These are great. Brain teasers. Yeah. No, just for recency bias, I'll go Red Pill too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be crying as I take it, but that's the one I go with. Laser, off-topic question: how do you guys feel about Incredibles 3, released in June 16th? This would be 10 years after the second film. Oh my gosh! And the second film was like over 10 years. It was like 14 years or whatever after the first.
2018. Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, 24 years since the first film. He had it in there. Well, I'm excited for it. I'll say that. It's coming soon.
Gonna make me not be able to go to bed. I see them still putting in all these.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I'm never gonna go to sleep.
Okay, we'll go through this a little bit faster. What I'll say is I'm excited.
Wait, though, I can't wait. I think The Incredibles is a great franchise, and I love the second one. I thought it was really intelligent to focus on Elastigirl for the second one. What's his name? Mr. Fantastic? No, it's not Mr. Fantastic. The dad,
Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
Yeah,
because it's like it's before First Steps. It was the best Fantastic Four movie that we had.
That's right.
I cannot wait. Take all the time you need. If it's as good as the last two, I'm all for it.
All right, we'll go a little bit faster because I know you gotta go to bed. And I do too. Honestly, I do too.
Shawshank
Akers says, I did that. I do that to Zach too. I'm terrible. Shawshank 2, they build a hotel at the beach. Yeah, I'm not buying a ticket for that. What's your favorite moment of an action movie? That's Mission Impossible comes to mind first for me, and it's not necessarily my favorite, but what I'm thinking of right now is the bathroom fight with Henry Cavill and Tom Cruise.
Oh, and he coxes.
Yeah.
Remember? I would say in The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage when he's in the cell and he's like, I'll take pleasure in gutting you, boy. That part is so funny. I love that scene. Yeah.
That's a good one. I gotta watch that again. I haven't seen that in forever.
Classic.
Do
You
you want a Face Off Legacy sequel? No.
No, leave it.
Leave it.
It was fantastic. Campy as hell.
100%. Will you see the new Thriller sponsor? Jason Segel, John C. Reilly, Amy Madigan. Haven't heard of it, but
I haven't heard of it, but love that cast.
Yeah, sounds great. Laser, how do we feel about Avengers Doomsday and Dune 3 releasing on the same day? Doomsday, I am worried about Jumanji 4 and Angry Birds is cooked. Are they coming out? Is Jumanji 4 and Angry Birds 3 is definitely cooked. Is Jumanji 4 coming out that close to Doomsday? I think there's enough gap.
I don't think it's coming out around
I think it's the last week of November that Jumanji 4 comes out. Jumanji, so there's like 3 weeks between them.
Yeah. Jumanji, December 11th.
That's December 11th.
That's gonna move.
December 11th, you said, not November. Oh, okay.
A week before.
Yeah, that's not.
That might move. That actually would be smart to move back and make it a Thanksgiving release. That would be smarter.
That's true. Yeah. Doomsday, I think, is great for the fans. It might hurt the movies a tad bit because they kind of have the same audience, but they're both going to be fine. It's going to be like the smallest dip.
I think it's going to be a Barbenheimer type situation.
You think so?
Theaters all month. I will be going from one into the next one, back into the. I'm going to just live in the theater. Yeah.
You're going to spend the whole day there?
And the whole week.
Are you, okay, realistically, are you going to do Doomsday? Are you gonna do back-to-back showings on the same day of Doomsday and Dune 3? Like realistically, because I can tell you realistically, I won't be. I would love to, but I don't think I will be.
Like unless I can see a early screening of one of them, I probably will do like a Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, I think so. Me too. Something or like a Friday, Saturday, because I can't spend the whole Saturday. Like that would be a whole Saturday at the theater. Doomsday and Dune 3, and that would also be a really late night, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
Akers, what's better, Rain Man or Spotlight? I've only seen Spotlight, believe it or not. I gotta watch Rain Man. I like Spotlight a lot, so I'll go
they're both so different. I think they're both fantastic. I think Spotlight is really good. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. What's better, Last of Mohicans or Last Samurai? Haven't seen the first one. What is it?
It's Daniel Day-Lewis. It's fantastic. Yeah,
I gotta watch it.
Last of Mohicans is way better. Yeah,
there you go. All right, what will make more, Disclosure Day or Practical Magic 2? I don't know what is Practical Magic. There's a sequel to it.
It's a sequel to a Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman movie, but Disclosure Day a lot more. It's Spielberg. Yeah,
100%.
They keep going. I gotta go to bed.
You two are terrific. Thank you very much. You're really making us work for it. What movie stars should be on the various dollars? This is why I took the banner down, because I thought maybe people would put less in. George Clooney. Why not?
Yeah.
Laser, I'm gonna head out. Peace out. The stream was fun. Thank you so much, Laser, for being here. The show was made better. You were a part of it, and I appreciate you. Have a good night. And I think the final one: what director will win next year? I would put it on Denis Villeneuve. If Dune 3 pulls out as well as we think it does, I think it'll be one of those like make up for the trilogy winnings.
I think so too. Because he got really screwed in the last two movies. So I think But at the same time, Nolan with the Odyssey, if he cooked, it's going to be a tight one between two of the best directors doing it right now. So I think those two directors, we are just blessed to be in the presence of their movies. Whoever wins, I will be happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we got to see the movies. You know what I mean? We got to see the movies to be able to know.
I do think it'll be those runnings though. Spoiler Kings jumping in here, sending in a $5 super chat, guys. Thank you so much. That's so supportive and so nice of you coming in to support some awesome movie tubers. They also say, go get some sleep, guys. I'm going to check out the replay. Thank you guys so much for being here. That is the last comments and questions that we have. So Evan, we did it. we did it. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. I know you're tired. I know you have to get out of here, but please tell the people one last time where they can find you, what you got going on your channel.
Yeah, you can find me at the Evan Edition. I am on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, Instagram, and of course, YouTube, where I live mostly. We got some fun stuff going on. As I said, we got the creator of Inbound Comics on Monday live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm really excited about that. And then April 4th, I am doing an interview with one of the staff writers of the show Supernatural, amongst other projects that they are working on. Comic books, Peggy Sue, if you've read that, she's fantastic in the game. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming up on the show. So check it out at the Evan Edition.
There you go. His link is down in the description below, so definitely go check out the Evan Edition. Once again, man, thank you so much for being here, talking about all this fun movie stuff, Spider-Man, Dune, all these questions with me.
Can't wait.
And thank you guys so much for being here. The show was made better because you were a part of it. We appreciate you. Don't just watch movies, talk movies. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.